Talk Radio.
Here we go. 3 hours of whatever you fancy. You can call in about absolutely anything tonight. 0344 499 1000. We call you back, guys. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. Thank you very much.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on.
No. I'm bored of that song. I'm bloody bored of that bloody song. So, here's tonight's show, dear listener. We're going to have our own election. Can we vote for a better song than that? Because it really is. For years, I think I started playing that about 10 years ago, and it became a little bit of fun, and it kind of stuck, and there were different versions, and 0344 499 1000, by the way, and we experimented with different versions, and we had a bit of fun, and we argued about whether that was the version that was the theme tune, or whether there was a different version by some bloke called Terry Tibbs, or whatever his name was, and it was good, and then I went to the BBC, and we stopped playing it for a bit, because I kind of wasn't appropriate, and then someone reminded me and said, you should play the Little Hobo. Oh, yeah, Little Hobo. And so then we played that and it became a thing. Then we came over here to Talk Radio and it was like a thing, and it's just doing my flipping head in, man. I'm sick to death of that bloody song about that flipping dog. It is the most annoying song I have ever heard in my life. I don't want to play it anymore. I want something new, something fresh, something different, something exciting, something entertaining, something uplifting, something enlightening, something that isn't a song about a flipping dog called London. So, dear listener, the challenge we set ourselves this evening. Of course, you know the rules. You can call in about anything you want. Up until midnight, you can even call in about the election. After midnight, you cannot. Because the law is a funny old thing, isn't it? Oh, but I believe in free speech. It doesn't exist, you imbeciles. You haven't got free speech. Yes, I have. I have got free speech. Well, what about the fellas that were on the jihadi programme burning the... Oh, they shouldn't be allowed to have free speech. You see where it goes. So, tonight, dear listener, the main thrust of the show, as driven by me, Iain Lee, pleased to meet you, thanks. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Can we please, for all that is holy and all that is good, come up with a more entertaining song, a better song than the theme tune to The Littlest Hobo, because I am sick to death of it. Sensei has texted in, I'm not bored of that song. Tough. I am bored of that song. And it's time for it to go, guys. It is time for it to go. It has to go. So that's one thing we're talking about. You can talk about the election up until midnight if you want to. Maybe you're excited by it. I just can't wait for everything, whatever side wins, for everything to be crappy and miserable again on Friday. Whatever side wins, right? The good guys or the bad guys, Friday's going to be grey and miserable. You mark my flipping words. It is. It really is. Isn't it, Craig?
It is indeed.
Oh, God. No, you sound flipping it. I thought I was on a downer. You sound on a downer.
No, I'm all right, actually.
You sound on a downer.
Funny enough,
yeah.
The thing that when I am on a downer, do you know what the thing is that I go to on the telly?
Go on, what do you go to when you're having a downer?
Golden Girls.
Sorry?
The Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls?
I know.
The flipping Golden Girls. You are having a laugh.
It's amazing.
Well, why is it amazing? What does the Golden Girls do?
I don't know what. It just makes me laugh. It's funny. It's just brilliant.
How did the theme tune to the Golden Girls go? I can't remember.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. That might... Hang on a minute.
Which is why I phoned up.
Hang on a minute. That might work as the theme tune. Hang on a second.
That's why I phoned in.
Thank you for being a friend. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's do that. Oh, adverts. Let me skip. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go.
Thank you for being a friend.
That's a weird version. Hang on a second. There we go. Here we go.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hang on a second. One was a man and one was a lady. What the hell is going on here? Which is the real version?
I think it's the lady one.
But the man sounds more authentic. Hang on. Here we go. This is the man.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down a road
and then we go to this.
Thank you for being
that's the theme tune. That's the theme tune.
Travel down a road and back again.
It's a little bit limp.
It's weird though, because I go to the Golden Girls, and the movie I go to is Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber's a funny movie. There's no the film I go to, and I've not seen it for a while. Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
That is a funny film. That is a funny film.
I eat like you for breakfast.
Sorry?
I eat something like you.
Oh yeah. That is a. I mean, Adam Sandler. People go, oh, Adam Sandler. No, my friends. That is a very, very funny film. Craig, I'm not going to accept that as a theme tune.
Oh.
There we go. Gareth is in Leicester, of all places. Good evening, Gareth.
How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, Gareth.
What's the subject tonight?
What do you want it to be?
Oh, well, it kind of sounded good, like feeling happy tunes. I was thinking of Cheers, everyone wants to be your friend.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
Exactly. Yeah, but you're going on about funny films, and you brought up Adam Sandler. Oh, you don't really appear in any good films. I'm going British.
No, mate.
Monty Python, not some of the rubbish sketches, but Life of Brian.
Mate,
come on, Life of Brian.
You are insane. In the space of 20 seconds, you've just dissed a whole man's movie career, and you've dissed the funniest output of the Monty Python troupe. They're sketches.
Yes, but some of the sketches were good, but some of them were very, that's why they don't get repeated that much these days.
No. Some of them are brilliant, some of them are great, and some of them have dated.
Past time.
Yeah, but but at the time they were funny. No, Life of Brian isn't the funniest Monty Python film even.
What are you going to say, Holy Grail?
Of course I am.
Oh,
much funnier.
Which scene? The Killer Rabbit or
Bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet.
But a little bit of trivia to that. Why they had the old coconuts when the horses were
because they didn't have enough budget for horses.
Exactly.
And that's why it's beautiful, because it's a low budget. Life of Brian, they had a budget. A Meaning of Life, they had too much of a budget, and it's just a disaster. But Holy Grail, they didn't have a budget, and it's beautiful because of it.
But going on, like the greatest actors, come on, like Terry Gilliam went on to be a great director, like one of my favourite films of all time, Time Bandits.
Time Bandits is a great film. I'm also a fan of Baron Munchausen.
12 Monkeys, another one of his.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you Brazil.
Brazil, I'll give you Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I'm afraid you're out, Gareth. You folded because that film was pony. But Terry Jones directed a couple of good films. Eric the Viking's a good film.
Yeah, but no one's going to remember that here, are they?
I just remembered it. Eric the Viking. It's a funny film.
And who was it? Who's the lead? Who's the lead?
Tim Robbins.
Yes.
You can't out-trivia me.
Come on, I can name you that.
All right, what was the film that he made before Eric the Viking?
Oh, you do me there.
Tapeheads.
Really?
You've never seen Tapeheads?
No.
Mate, go and watch Tapeheads. John Cusack, Tim Robbins, and Thank Me Later.
Oh, thank you.
Good night. No, good night. There we go. You see, that's how it works, guys. That's how the show works. If indeed it does work. I don't necessarily know that it does, but, you know, we'll have a go. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. When I speak, people's listens. No, hang on a second. Andrew says, I saw the Robert Lepage show. I was talking about it on Monday. Quite astonishing and moving. Hadn't seen anything like it. Cheers for the recommend. There you go. There you go, you see. I know my stuff. When I recommends, I recommend. I'll do Periscope in a bit. I've been busy sorting bits and pieces out and trying to get into the vibe. Stephen!
Hi, Ian. Hi.
Hey, Stephen.
Right, just a couple of suggestions for a theme.
Yes, go on.
They're both jazzy and instrumental.
Oh.
How about the theme from Taxi? Do you remember it? Like, no words, obviously.
Yeah,
but
it's a little bit maudlin, isn't it? Hang on, here we go. Hang on, is this it?
You can find it, yeah.
Here we go. I mean, it's a bit neutered, isn't it? It doesn't really. No, is the answer to that, Stephen.
Not much bounce. How about Hill Street Blues? That's a bit bouncier, isn't it? Hill Street. It's been a while since I heard it. Hill Street Blues. I don't remember Hill Street Blues. Hang on. I think that's a bit livelier than Taxi.
Flipping heck, mate. Your interpretation of the word lively is very flaccid. Dun 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 dun. No.
But you cut it at the wrong moment.
Oh, for crying out loud! All right. No, I mean if you got listen, this is the least exciting I would take. Okay, listen to this, and even this isn't exciting enough. Here we go. You know what this is? Oh, hang on a second. That's not the Rockford Files theme tune. No, that's not the We dumped that, Stephen. You're the only person that heard that. That wasn't the Rockford Files theme tune. I don't remember at 2:00 on a Thursday afternoon them playing the Jim Rockford theme tune and it's going, you are full of BS, my friend. Outrageous.
Can I say, I'd never heard the Hobo song until I heard it on your show on Talk Radio.
Well, there you go. We're ditching it.
But I'm not making this up, but when I first heard it,
yes,
I did think it was you singing it. Honestly, I thought it was you.
Yeah, I've got. You don't sound surprised. I've got a very good voice.
No, but I mean, when I first heard it, I thought you had sung it, especially for this show. I didn't know that you'd taken it from a TV show. You know, I thought it was you singing the theme for your own show on Talk Radio. Really, yeah.
Julian's upset on Twitter. Shall I read the tweet from Julian? He's upset. I listened to your show. When did a Julian ring us? Until I rang you. Did we have a Julian on? I got something wrong and you hand a go at me. Hand, I think you mean had, you muppet. Like the other night, I just want to laugh. Well, what did you call in about, Julian? I don't remember. I wouldn't have had a go at someone.
Sounds a bit of a complicated text, huh?
Yeah, that's too complicated. Delete your account, Julian. Delete your account, otherwise I'm going to report you to Twitter. Stephen, thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Eben.
Ian?
Eben?
Hi.
Are you hiding?
No, I'm not hiding.
Oh, here we go! Eben, thank you. Wait there. Tonight's show, here we go. You can only call in if you're hiding, and I have got, here we go, Eben, this is it. We're playing hide and seek on the radio. Yes, we're playing hide and seek on the radio. Gatford, you're up next. Get hiding, fella. We'll give him 20 minutes. You have to hide, and I have got 5 chances to guess where you're hiding. And if I find, and you've got to be honest. Don't bullshine me, right? Be honest. And if I find you, I get to keep you as a pet. And if I don't find you, you live to fight another day. How's about that? That sounds fun, doesn't it, Eben?
Yes, it does.
Gatford, get hiding. Kath, tell Andre's got to hide. 0344 499 1000. We are playing hide and seek on the radio. It's never been done before. And here's the kicker. If you can take a picture, or someone can take a picture of you hiding, tweet it to me at Iain Lee. We'll retweet it. Hashtag hide seek on the radio. I mean, that uses most of your characters, but... no, here we go. Radio hide seek. Hashtag radio hide seek. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hide and seek on the radio. If you're not hiding, you're not playing. Eben, you don't need to hide, because that was your idea. So thank you for that, Eben. What you got for us?
Okay, I've got a couple of things. First of all, I've got a song which would be good potential for the intro on your radio.
I bet it's not, but have a go.
Okay.
Yes?
It's called Paolo Nutini, Pencil Full of Lead.
Sorry?
It's called
Paolo Nutini?
Yeah.
Is he a flipping heck? Pencil full... Here we go. If it's rubbish, Eben, I'm going to go off you, okay?
Okay.
And I don't want to go off you, because I like you. But if it's rubbish, I'm going to go off you. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Yeah!
Oh, what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. If he didn't sing, that would be perfect. But he sings.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's got to be an instrumental, but I like that backing track. And if he didn't sing, boom, I'm in. Paolo, if you're listening, if you've got the masters, if you could send me the instrumental version, keep the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little bit of fun. But the words, I'm not interested. But thanks, Eben.
That's all right.
There we go. These things happen. Gatford, I'm coming, ready or not.
Yeah, I'm hiding, so I'm going to have to whisper.
Okay, so I've got 5 chances.
Well, I thought it was 3.
It's 5.
Okay, yeah, go on then.
It might even be 10 if I don't get it in 5.
Well, yeah, go ahead, change the rules.
Where are you? I will do. It's my game.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my life.
Well, what's left of it?
Yeah, well, 9 toes are left.
9 toes are left, 1 toe at a time. They're going to take you away, and so they're going to build. They're going to build a better Gatford out of all the bits they steal from you.
Yeah, well, he won't call you.
No, good. That will make my life all the better.
Go on, yeah. So you just told Julian he would never abuse anybody on the radio.
No. I said I would never abuse anybody, and in my head I was thinking of interest on the radio. You, Gatford. Here's the thing: you are the Babadook. You are the Babadook. You, the gay community, the LGBT community have taken the Babadook as one of their own. Do you know who the Babadook is?
I think it's a film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a film that made my mate, Scott Balcony, actually cry with fear. He cried with fear.
He's a bit of a wuss, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a lunatic. You are the Babadook in as much as you are a black...
a gay icon.
Well, you probably are a gay icon. I believe they call your type bears.
Yeah.
But you absorb all of the negativity contained within me, and that saves all of... You know, in some films they have to make a sacrifice to a god once every 100 years. And that stops the volcano going off. Well, you're the god to which I sacrifice you to. So
are you likely to erupt at any time?
If I keep bullying you, no.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Oh,
so you're taking a hit.
So effectively I'm doing you a favour?
Upstairs or downstairs?
Neither.
So you're outside then?
No.
So you're not upstairs, you're not downstairs,
correct,
and you're not outside?
Correct. That's your 3 chances, you've got 2 more.
No, no, mate, that's 2.
No.
Clarification. Yes, upstairs or downstairs, that's 1.
No, the word or implies more than 1.
No, upstairs or downstairs is 1.
Okay, yeah, come on, you change the rules as you see fit.
But you're indoors?
Yeah.
You're cheating?
No, I'm not.
You're hiding in the wardrobe?
No, because that would be upstairs. I'm not hiding in the wardrobe.
Well, but then you're not downstairs. You're on the stairs?
Yeah, I'm on the stairs.
Hey! Echo, that, diddle-diddle-doo. Say echo, that, diddle-diddle-doo. Let me get that as my theme tune. Hang on a minute. This is going to be the show that makes or breaks Malcolm
your career.
McLaren. Echo, that, diddle-diddle-doo. Say echo. Here we go. Hang on a minute. Let me just get to that bit. Hang on.
Go on, yeah. I'll see you later.
Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. So let me get it, Gatford. May I guess?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, guess right.
Right. May I guess, Gatford? Are you on the stairs?
I am on the stairs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. You're lucky Nigel's not listening, otherwise you'd be sent some theme tunes, really, aren't you?
We're not on Periscope, but I literally got up and danced all the way around the studio. I need to set up Periscope so people can see where the victory dance.
Yeah, the victory dance. Perhaps your new theme music could be something from, I don't know, Aztec Camera?
Sorry, you still here? No. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Andre. Sorry? Is that you, Andre?
Yeah, Ivan.
Huh?
I can't hear you.
Sorry?
I can't hear you.
No, okay. Are you upstairs or downstairs?
Well,
right.
Quite high up.
Right. Flipping heck.
Quite high up.
Sorry?
Quite high up, so I can't breathe.
Right, okay, you can't breathe?
No, because I'm hiding too much. Right, not much, I can't breathe in here.
Right, are you... I'm going to suggest that you are upstairs.
Well, sort of.
Sort of upstairs?
Yeah, that's one gone.
Right. So you're in the attic? What happened there?
No, that's another one wrong. How many chances you got?
I've got 5 chances.
Right, that's 2. Oh, can I ask you a question?
Of course you can, mate.
That's Curvy Cass. Sorry,
Curvy Cass.
Catherine. Right, now go on, carry on with the game. Don't get sidetracked.
Well, you're the one that was getting sidetracked, mate.
Right, go on then. What's the next one? Sorry, Curvy Cass.
Right. Are you in the bedroom?
Might be.
Well, you can't say. You can't say might be.
Yeah, I am.
You're in the bedroom. You're in the wardrobe.
No, that's another one. That's 4. Or is it 5?
That's 4. So number 5 is you, my friend, are under the bed.
No, that's 5. I'm under the duvet.
No! Oh, Andre, well done, mate. The first person to get one past me. And what's great is I know he really was under the duvet. Genius.
Oh, you lie. No, you never.
Well, no, I'm saying that I believe you muppet.
Oh, yeah, nice one. I'll see you later, and Kirby Cass, yeah?
Yeah, bye! I mean, I'm saying up Periscope now, guys. It's so obvious. Why have I never thought of this before? Why have I never thought of this before? I'll tell you what we'll do. We will have a break, come back, speak to Nigel, and if you want to play hide and seek on the radio, hashtag radio hide and seek. If you want to tweet the pictures of you, you can. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Nigel.
Hello there. I'm hiding.
I know. You're outside, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh,
But where?
Sorry?
But where outside?
Well, this is what I'm trying to work out, Nigel. One question down, and it's correct. It's the correct answer. Just be quiet. Are you near a shop?
No.
Are you near a dogging site? Sorry?
No, I'm not inside.
No,
I'm kind of. Yes, I am kind of inside. I am inside, yes.
Right, hang on a minute, right? The first question was, are you outside? The answer you gave me was yes, you were outside. And now you're saying you're not outside, you're actually inside.
Yes.
Right.
I'm kind of inside out.
Jesus. You're either inside or you're outside.
Well, I'm outside, but I'm inside something.
I see. In my head, I'm imagining it's a gimp suit, but that can't be right. So that's not my suggestion. That's just a little bit of fun. You're kind of outside. If anyone wants to help on Twitter, by the way, we can play. You can help on Twitter at Iain Lee. I can hear voices. This is what's confusing. You're in a car park?
No.
3 down. Service station?
No.
Okay, got one more question left. Where are you?
In between Preston and Kirkham.
So if I would say in between Preston and Curtin, that would have been the right answer?
Kind of.
Well, flipping it. What is going... Where are you?
I'm on a train.
You're on... Well, then you're inside.
No, I'm on a train.
Yeah, well, then you're inside.
Yeah, inside,
Yeah.
outside.
No. Trains, if you're in a train, there's a roof, yeah, unless it's one of those open top trains, is it?
No.
Right, so you're in a train. You're not in or out of a train. You are inside a train.
Yeah.
So basically, I beat you, Nigel, you cheat. I beat you. I beat you, Nigel, you cheat. I beat you. I beat you, Nigel, you cheat. I beat you. I beat you, Nigel, you cheat. I beat you, mate.
Iain.
You cheated. You cheated.
No, I'm not cheating. Iain, I've got a theme for you.
Yeah, go on.
The New Avengers.
No.
Or the High Chaparral.
How does High Chaparral go?
I can't remember.
Thank you very much for calling, Nigel. Don't suggest themes and you don't know what the theme sounds like. That's just insania, guys. That is crazy thinking. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I'm just trying a fancy bit of editing. Let me this might be loud. Let's see if this works. Oh. There we go. I was close. I'm editing by sense memory. There we go. Now if we hit it. There we go. We're ready. We're ready to go, guys. We've got ourselves a show. Where are you hiding? Let's go to Mike in Nottingham, who's playing hashtag Radio Hide and Seek.
You have to guess. I'm not going to give you the answer.
Well, I know, but Nigel was an idiot because I asked him where he was. How come was this? I'm inside. I'm kind of outside. A train is not.
He's inside.
If you're in a train, you are inside. If you're at a train station, you're potentially outside. It depends. But he was inside.
I'm going to warn you off. You're going to get someone as well who's going to go and try to be all smart and go, I'm in love. Don't fall for that. It has to be
Oh
a place.
God! If anyone gets that, then we're going to take down we're going to trace them because we've got tracing technology here now, and we're going to find out where they live, and I'm going to push a turd through their letterbox.
Nice. I'm not in love. I'm dead inside.
Yeah.
I just want to make that clear.
I've met you. I've seen your dull grey eyes. Well, okay.
I could have said I've got nice arms, like nice muscly arms.
Very beefy.
I've got dead eyes.
Beefy, both of them.
Oh, thank you.
Now, here's the thing. I don't need to ask the question I've been asking initially, because I know that you are inside. I know that. So that's
But
not...
You're wrong, because I'm outside.
Well, thanks for telling me, sucker, but that wasn't even a question, so thanks a lot. I've still got 5 to go. In your face, Michael! I'm the master!
It's such a good hiding place. It's such a good hiding place, I don't care. You can have 10 questions, but that'd be boring to stick to 5.
Listen to you! You're in the garden?
Nope.
That's 1. You... by the way, no one sent any pictures yet of their hiding places, which makes me...
I've got pictures I'm going to send out. I'm going to tweet afterwards. Okay. I've already taken them.
Okie doke. This is tough. Okay, so you're not in the garden. Are you... Are you near nature?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am, yes.
It's very, very quiet where you are. Very quiet. You're outside. You're near nature. I can't hear traffic. I can't hear... just be quiet. It's silent out there. You by a lake?
No.
2 more to go. 2 more to go. This could be the first defeat for Lee. Oh, what was that?
I don't know. I think it's. The only thing I can hear is the slight drops of rain upon my person and the sound of a jumbo jet in the distance.
Oh, flipping heck. Are you in the woods?
No, but I'm near a wood.
You're near a wood.
Can I give you a clue? I can give you a clue, but even that clue's pointless. It won't give it away.
Well, give us the clue.
It's rubbish because you mentioned where I'm from. I am near Sherwood Forest.
Okay. Are you having a friar tuck?
Does that mean self-indulgence or a poo?
I don't know what it means. It doesn't mean anything. I haven't got the foggiest. Where the hell are you, man?
I am on the top of a children's climbing frame in a playground.
Oh, well done, Michael. Well done, Michael. A worthy winner. The first person to defeat me. Thank you, Mike.
Bye.
Ta-ta. Pictures, please. Pictures, please. If you beat me for the victory to stand, you have to tweet me a picture. If you lose, you can tweet the picture in and I'll retweet it and shame you. If you win, you have to tweet a picture. Otherwise, you could just be saying words. I'm still furious with Nigel. I'm outside. Well, I'm kind of inside and out. No, you're not. You're in a train. No one goes, oh, I'm outside a train. Unless they're outside a train. They go, I'm inside a train. Evening, Paul.
Evening.
Evening, Paul.
I'm hiding.
Inside?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, no. Come on, Britain. You lot have all got the vote tomorrow, and you can't tell if you're inside or outside.
Oh, I guess I'm inside.
Well, are you inside?
I'm in something.
You're in a garden shed, mate.
I'm not in the shed. I haven't got a shed.
Have you not?
No.
I'd love, because it's trendy these days, isn't it, to get like a big shed that you can go and work in.
What, a latte machine or something?
And a latte machine, yeah.
Yeah.
I've started saying latte.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible that I work in London with all those media types.
Oh, next it'll be cortado.
Cortado. I'd like a cortado, please. A skinny cortado. Right.
Anyway,
you're inside.
1 down.
Yeah, well, I'm 2 down. You're inside, you're not in a shed.
Yep.
You're in something, but is there something you're in outside?
No.
That's 3. God, flipping heck. You you... this is a tough one.
Come on.
You're in a car?
No.
One more to go. And by the way, I've got the music for when I've got music for when I win, and I've now got music for when you guys win. It's like all
You better have my music queued up then.
Oh, Paul, I'll take my final guess after this.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Right, we're playing Radio Hide and Seek. We're talking to Paul. Paul, you're inside something. Have I asked if you're in a car?
Yes.
Okay, so okay, just having a little read.
Have that one for free.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate the generosity. Are you in a you're in a cupboard?
No.
Where are you?
I'm in the recycling bin in the garage.
That's the winning music when you guys win.
I'm the winner, and you lose.
Hang on a minute, are you singing lyrics to this?
I was.
Send a picture, Paul, otherwise it doesn't count.
Picture's on its way.
Thank you very much indeed.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Julie! Oh, hang on. Julie! My touchscreen's not working. Julie!
Hello.
Are you hiding?
Yeah, I'm hiding.
I'm coming, ready or not! Just tell me what you have for breakfast, please.
I didn't have any breakfast.
Just want I'm trying to gauge the echo, the reverberation. What have you eaten today?
I've eaten some prawns and some avocado.
Right, now, you are... Oh! You all right?
Yeah.
You all right, love?
Yeah.
Did you knock something out of the cupboard you're hiding in?
I'm not in the cupboard.
You're crouching down, though, aren't you?
Not crouching, but...
You're not under the bed?
I'm not under the bed.
Ooh. Under a table?
Not a table.
A chair?
Not a chair.
Where are you?
I'm under a piano in the hall.
How do you fit under a piano?
I'm really scared.
There we go.
My husband's golf shoes are there.
That'll do it. Under a piano in the hall.
I'll tweet you a pic.
Yeah, it's got to tweet your pic, Julie, otherwise it doesn't count. Hannah!
Hello.
Are you hiding?
Yes.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Is anyone keeping score? It's about 3-3, isn't it? I think this is good. Why have I never done this before? This is the sort of rubbish I would have done years ago. I can't believe it. Hang on a minute. This next one's going to be interesting. Little bit of cough.
Hello.
Ken, are you hiding?
Hello, Ian.
Are you hiding?
No, I'm not hiding. I'm always in the open.
No. Well, we're playing Radio Hide and Seek.
Yes, but I had a point to make.
No.
But if you don't want to make it, that's okay.
Well, you can make it if you're hiding somewhere and I can guess where you're hiding. It's hide and seek.
I'm not hiding, man.
If only you listened to the shows that you phoned into instead of using them as your personal mouthpiece for your bile. Imagine. No, we're playing... Ken, we're not in the mood for that tonight. We're playing hide and seek. You're either playing or you're not, mate.
Why do you always abuse me when I come on your show?
This isn't abuse, mate. Why don't you listen to the show? No, Ken, this isn't abuse. We're playing hide and seek. We're playing hide and seek. This isn't...
I'll come on when you're later. Finish that. I don't want to come in while this is going on. Catherine said she'd phone me back later.
No, Ken, it don't work like that, mate. You don't get to decide when you come on or what you talk about, I'm afraid. This isn't the Ken's personal mouthpiece show.
Of course not. It's the Iain Lee personal mouthpiece show.
Yes, thank you. At last, we've got it. And we're tonight.
Yes,
we're playing instead of spreading religious hatred. We're playing hide and seek for a laugh.
I want to speak about the tomorrow's vote, my friend.
Boring. We're playing hide and seek, Ken.
Okay then. Now you can abuse me when I hang up.
There's no abuse, Ket. You can put the phone down because you can't have a conversation. What a horrible man. What a horrible man. I mean, really? He doesn't listen to the show. He doesn't want to take part. And just because I won't let him come on and spout his obnoxious, offensive, extremist crap, he takes it as abuse. That was me being friendly with him. I was inviting him to play a game of hide and seek. I can't think of anything friendlier than inviting someone to... Do you want to come play hide and seek with us? I don't like you, I'm thinking, but do you want to come and play hide and seek with us? I'm trying to include him. No, I want to come on and spout me bile. No, we're not doing that, buddy. Oh, you're abusing me. By abusing him, he means I'm not letting him come on and spout his bile. He doesn't even listen to the show. Here we go, dear listener. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Nothing in the papers. I've got 3 stories in the paper. One is about Britt Eklund being kicked off a plane. One is about the FBI. No, Facebook. I don't even know what that is. And one's about a puma, or as some people call it, a puma. We can do that. I mean, we can talk about the election for the next hour and 13 minutes if you want, but it's really, what else is there to say? We've all got election fever. I'm not on tomorrow night, by the way, guys. They wanted a grown-up doing the show. So I won't be here tomorrow. I will be back Friday. Stay tuned to Talk Radio, though, for all your election coverage news. I'll be asleep. So tonight we are playing for one night only. Hashtag Radio Hide Seek. You phone up, you're hiding somewhere, I have to guess where you're hiding. Let's make it a bit more interesting, okay? What I want for the next round, it's about 3-3, I think, someone will correct me. What I want for the next round is, I want someone to hide. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm gonna hide. And you've got to find where I am. That's what we're gonna do. So, let me put my shoes on, dear listener. Let me put my shoes on. We'll do it. We'll do it after 11. But during the news at 11, I'm going to go somewhere, and I'm going to hide. And you guys have to guess where I am. There we go. This show is writing itself this evening. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to have a go at guessing where I am. We'll take multiple guesses, please. 0344 499 1000. If you want to have a go, come and have a go. If you think you're hard enough, if you want to guess where I am hiding, then start dialing now. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, Ian. Can you listen to this a minute? Yeah, Gov. All right, Gov.
Okay, thanks for calling, Andre. Literally no idea, guys. Literally no idea what the hell was going on there. Whatsoever. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you would be more than welcome to. If you want to phone up and if you want to be hiding, then please do. If you want to guess where I'm going to be hiding, I will take my portable pocket telephone with me, and you will have to guess where the hell I am. And I'm not going to make it easy for you. I am not going to make it easy for you. I play hide and seek with the boys at home. The thing is, playing hide and seek at home, there's only so many. We've got a couple of really good hiding places, and my youngest, he's got like a built-in cupboard in his bedroom, and I've worked out that I can put him in the top shelf. And that is a brilliant hiding place. If I'm playing with the youngest and it's me and him hiding, I'll put him in the top shelf and then shut the doors. Hey, speaking of shutting the doors, allow me to get geeky for just 2 minutes. I was playing the new Resident Evil, flipping heck. Oh, everyone's going, oh yeah, it's well scary, man. Yeah, I was going, yeah, all right, whatever, mate. It's only a computer game. Honestly, I played it last night. There were 2 moments where I went, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on there? People, it's like being in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. People are telling me it's even better using one of those virtual reality headsets where you move around and look around. I think I might find that perhaps a little bit too scary. Perhaps just a little bit too scary. But I was playing it last night, and I was playing it about 3:30 in the morning. And man alive, it was terrifying, but blooming good fun. I heartily recommend. I splashed out $1 for that as well. Imagine, I splashed out $1. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. For the next 10 minutes, next 6 minutes, you get to hide, guys. You get to hide. But if from 11 onwards, I'm going to be hiding somewhere. And you'll have to try and guess and try and find where I am. Good evening, Ben.
Ian, hello.
Are you hiding?
Yes, I'm hiding.
Okie dokie. You're hiding in your child's bedroom?
No. Hello?
I'm listening.
No, I'm not. I'm not hiding in my child's bedroom.
Why are you whispering then? That's not a question, that's a question.
Well, I don't want you to hear me from the next room.
Sorry?
I don't want anyone to hear me because I'm hiding.
From the next room. So you're upstairs in the house?
No, I'm downstairs.
Why are you telling me all this information, you idiot?
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Are you in the kitchen?
No.
2 more questions left. Are you downstairs? You're in the house. You're not in the kitchen. You're not in the living room.
No, I'm in the living room.
Hey! You absolute...
Double that.
You told me where you were, you idiot!
Oh, yeah, but you don't know where I am in the living room.
You're behind the sofa.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, man alive! It gets better! Oh, my tune doesn't work. I've knackered me Ebonet's tune. Never mind. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. It really is. Why do you not want to play? We need you because I'm going to get you right a lot. Paul in Stoke Poges.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Are you hiding?
Where's my intro music?
You haven't got any intro music anymore.
Okay.
Are you hiding?
Yes, I'm hiding.
Coming, Paul, ready or not?
Hello?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, I thought you cut off. I'm hiding.
I know you're inside because you're agoraphobic.
No, well, I'm sort of inside.
Now, can we stop this sort of inside? You're in the front porch?
No.
You live in flats, don't you? So you're on the balcony?
No, I don't live in a flat.
Oh. I don't like this. I'm sort of inside, I'm sort of outside.
Well, that gives it away.
Well, what? Just being sort of in or out gives it away?
Yeah.
Well, how does it give it away?
I'm in an inside place, but it's outside of the house.
You in the shed?
Almost.
Greenhouse?
No, almost.
What? The shed? Greenhouse? Garage?
Yes.
Yep, hang on.
But whereabouts am I in the garage? What am I doing in the garage?
Masturbating furiously?
No, I mean an actual place in the garage.
Yeah, in the car?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yes, I'm in a car, but what car am I in?
Oh, get lost.
Tell you what car I'm in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the garage in a certain car because it's raining and I smoke. So I'm shouting from the rain.
But I don't have to guess the make of car, Paul. That's insane.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, the car I'm in is an original, not quite fully restored yet, Fiat 500.
Thanks very much for calling, Paul. No, me neither. I don't have to guess the type of car. For crying out loud. That's not the rule. That's not how we do this. And by the way, I'm allowed to ask trick questions. I mean, that was great with Ben. So you're not in the kitchen, you're not in the living room. Oh, no, I'm in the living room. Oh, thank you very much. A freebie. That's a freebie, guys. You've got to think. I'm like I'm like Jack Bauer. So I don't put a gun to your knee and then shoot it. I don't need to. I've got psychological. I'm like Cracker. I'm like Robbie Coltrane when he played Cracker, not when he played the sex offender. And I can almost. It's almost like I can read your minds. Yeah, it's almost like I can read your minds. We're playing hide and seek on the radio. Please share, please, dear God, share the hashtag. Hashtag radio hide and seek. I cannot believe I've not done this before. This is the most obvious thing I've ever been involved. Of course we play hide and seek on the radio. Of course we do. Next week we'll be playing darts against each other, but that's for a later date, guys. Right, what's going to happen now is I'm going to go off during the news and I'm going to go and hide somewhere, and you can call. I need to put my shoes on and do my shoelaces up. You can call in and guess where I am. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number, and if you win. We will make you Prime Minister of Great Britain until the election has been sorted out, and then we'll have to give it to whoever wins that following the fair and legal voting process. So, if you want to play, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. It'll cost you pennies. We will call you back. You'll come straight on and you can have a guess where I am. And you guys will never get it. So you can have as many guesses as you'd like. Ken, are you hiding now?
Hello there, Ian. No, I phoned up to say hello to Katherine.
No, it doesn't work like that, mate. She's busy. She's working.
Oh, I was going to tell her that I'm praying for your deliverance.
No, Ken, it doesn't work like that. You can't phone up and speak to Katherine. She's busy working, mate. Thanks for calling, though. Bye-bye. Jeez.
Talk Radio.
I'm about to hide. If you want to take part, 0344 499 1000.
From the Sky News. Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The wild man of late night radio is back.
Differently interesting nocturnal emissions from a legend of late night radio. Ian Lee, on air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Man, I'm totally out of breath. I've had to run to get to my top secret hiding place. But I'm hiding, guys. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Cass, you should probably go in the studio and drive this thing in case no callers come on. God, I'm absolutely shattered. Oh, man, alive. I feel exhausted. I'm so unfit and overweight. 0344 499 1000 right. To be Prime Minister until midnight. You simply have to guess where I'm hiding, guys.
Right, we've got a first lucky looker. You ready?
Very lucky looker, yeah. Lucky looker. Radio hide and seek.
Oh, never mind. It's Andre. Andre, are you hiding too?
Thanks for calling, Andre.
I think Andre's being waterboarded there.
Sounds like quite good fun.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks very much, Andre, for your contribution as ever. So, if you want to have a go, Ian is hiding, aren't you? We can verify that.
I am hiding, yeah. I hope they get it soon, actually, because I've chosen a place that's not particularly pleasant.
Oh.
Exciting
times. 0344 499 1000. I'm watching the switchboard. And
you can have a guess. You have a guess till someone calls in.
I'll know where you are.
What do you mean you know where I am?
I bet I know.
I bet you haven't got the foggiest.
All right, hang on a minute. We've got another one. Here you go.
You haven't got a clue where I am, Boyles.
All right, well, you proud boast, but you're lucky because Paul in Stoke Poges is on, and he'll have even less of a clue. Paul.
There we go. Paul.
I reckon you're hiding in either Andy Goldstein.
Paul. Yeah. Before you guess, you've got to say in your most evil voice, "I'm coming, ready or not."
I'm coming, ready or not.
Go on.
Now that's better than my normal voice, isn't it?
That's good, that voice. I like that. You should use that.
I tried to sound like the Claw from, what was the cartoon?
Penelope Pitstop.
The Hooded Claw.
The Claw, wasn't it Danger Mouse?
No.
No.
That was Baron Greenback.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Or was it Inspector Gadget?
No.
Oh, no, it was the Claw in Inspector Gadget, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Claw was Inspector Gadget.
And in Penelope Pitstop, the Hooded Claw.
Yeah,
I'll protect you from the Hooded Claw.
Anyway, this is all jolly, guys, but it's not getting the Ian found.
Okay.
No.
I think you're hiding, Ian, in either Andy Goldstein or Jason Cundy's car.
Oh, thank goodness there was an end to that sentence. I thought you were hiding.
You're hiding in Jason Cundy. I'm hanging off Jason Cundy. Well, no, you can have more guesses if you want to try and narrow it down. No, I'm not hiding in Jason Cundy.
No. Well, you could make up for his second testicle if you were.
Oh, that's
a
low blow, man.
Thanks very much indeed. That's appreciated. A low blow. Nice one, Kath.
Are you outside at the TalkSport studios?
I am outside of the TalkSport studios, yes.
Are you on one of the pods on the Millennium Wheel?
Oh.
No, I'm not.
Well, that's just next door, isn't it?
No.
Well, it's about a 10, 15-minute walk.
Well, you said you were out of breath.
Yeah? But don't take much to get me out of breath, though.
Okay. You're outside of the TalkSport studios. Do you have an outside lift on the building?
What do you think we are? We're in Hong Kong or something? No one has an outside lift.
Right, I've had enough of him. Let's get rid.
Yeah, get rid.
Okay, let's have Mark in Milton Keynes. Hang on, let's whack him
Here
down
we go.
here. Here we go. Someone sensible.
Come on, Mark.
Hello, it's Catherine.
Oh, I've just taken you off. Hang on. Who's doing this? Me or you, Ed? Mark.
Someone do it, because this is horrible where I
Here you
am.
go. Go on.
Hello, I'm coming to get you, Ian.
Hello, I'm coming to get you. What are you, Duncan Norvell or something? It's coming, ready or not.
Ready? If you're ready, I'm coming. Right, I think you're on the roof of Talk Radio. On the roof.
Incorrect answer. I wouldn't have a clue how to get there, although I do like climbing on roofs.
Ah, well, bing bang wrong, as they say. Oh, can I have another guess?
Yes.
Hey! Thank you, buddy.
Are you in the toilets?
No, I'm not in the toilets, no. A stranger's just walked past me and made a joke about where I am.
Oh dear. Are you near the river? Your studio's not far from the river, is it?
I'm near the river, yeah.
Yeah, is it not, you're not outside?
I can't see the river.
Well, I'm a bit lost down that area.
You've got two more guesses, Mark. Come on, make them count.
Oh dear. So you're going to be ground level anyway, I imagine, if somebody's talking to you.
I'm ground level, correct.
One more guess.
Right. Okay. Well, I can only narrow it. Are you in the car park of the studios?
Kath, that's where you think I am, isn't it?
I'm not saying. I'm keeping me powder dry.
It's the incorrect answer.
Goodbye, Mark.
Dear.
What a massive disappointment he was. Right.
Wasn't he just?
I mean, just ridiculous. Okay.
Just like Milton Keynes. Don't work there now, we can say that.
Hello, Pat.
Hi, I'm coming.
Oh, God.
Are you ready or not?
I'm ready.
You said you were somewhere deeply unpleasant.
Yes.
Are you anywhere near Julia Hartley-Brewer's desk?
It's not quite that stinky, no.
I was going to say something else, but I didn't want to get cut off.
Good for you, well done.
I tamed myself, Ian.
Oh,
have I won?
Tamed man. What?
Have I won?
Well, Kath, do you want to explain the rules of hide and seek to Pat?
You got four more guesses, and you got to find him, Pat. That's how you win.
What do I win?
You win not being cut off.
You're Prime Minister until midnight.
Okay. Are you near the staff canteen?
Is there a staff canteen?
Yeah, it's never open when we're in.
Is there really?
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable. Can you? Oh, I didn't know that. No, I'm not, Pat. I didn't even know there was
Give
one.
me a clue, please, Ian.
Yeah, I can actually. I'm going to use the line that lots of the callers have used because apparently it's acceptable. I'm kind of inside and I'm kind of outside, and I'll tell you what, it does not stink.
Oh man.
Are you in the disabled toilets?
No, I am not in the disabled toilets.
2 more tries, Pat.
Okay. Are you in Kath's car?
What? My car does not stink.
No.
In fact, for that.
I am not in Kath's car, Pat.
I've cut him off for that rudeness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We've let him get away with much worse than that. But you're sensible, I think.
Yeah, but I didn't have my finger on the button then. Lee.
No,
hello, Lee.
Good evening.
Hello, Lee.
Tell him.
Pat's kind of nicked my line there with the Julia Hartley-Brewer, but there you go.
That gag can never be made enough.
I know. Are you in where the bins are stored, Ian? Hello?
Do you know what? He's absolutely right. I'm not in the talk radio bins, but I'm actually sitting in the bins in a building opposite talk radio, and it absolutely bloody stinks. Well done, Lee. You got it.
Yay!
I'm going to take a picture, and I'll be back up in about 30, 35 minutes.
Late Night Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I'm back, and I've washed my hands because, man alive, I've just tweeted a picture. I was actually in the bins. I don't know why I was in the bins. I could have, but this is well, I know why. This is the beauty of it. I'm just going to set up the camera for Periscope so you can see what's going on in the studio. This is the beauty of it, dear listener. If you're going to play the game, you've got to do it properly. There's no point in just pretending. Just set up Periscope so you can watch the shenanigans as they take place here. Don't forget you can call in 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Ah dear, Katherine is off hiding. She has gone off to hide. So if you want to guess where Boyle is, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. And how can you not know the words to hide and seek? Coming, ready or not. Those are the words to hide and seek. Simon's on the line. Good evening, Simon.
Hello, I'm hiding.
Oh, flipping heck, you're loud. You are hiding, are you?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Doggy daddy. Let me have a little think as to where... Oh, there was a bit of a thing. Are you in, like a bathroom or a shower room?
No.
You're indoors, though, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
Are you in your mum's bedroom?
No.
See, the thing is, I think you're going to... I don't trust you. Here's the thing, Simon. I don't trust you. So I suspect you're going to have some kind of clever arch hiding place that technically will count, but won't count.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally find one in a house.
There we go, you see. This is what you're like.
No. Some people have them in their houses and some people don't.
Well, what is it?
Keep asking for questions.
Sorry?
What would you do in it?
Well, what would you do in it?
Yeah. If you don't sleep in it...
Try again.
Are
you in a cave in Scotland with a spider?
What if you...
You don't have many caves in houses.
Didn't leave the house to go to work?
You're in the office?
Yeah. Whereabouts?
Under the desk?
Yeah. Well done.
Hang on a minute. Oh, where's my music? Whack this up. There. Oh, well, someone's messed around with my music. Thank you very much, Simon. Thank you very much indeed. It's appreciated. 0344 499 1000. Hang on a minute. Whoa. Hang on. This should do it. I'm just doing this all by sight. I want to shave off 4 seconds on there. Right. Boyley. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Right. Boyley, I believe you're hiding somewhere.
Yes, I am.
I know where you're hiding. Right, let's put... we'll take Paul. You can call in again if you want. Gatford!
Coming, ready or not.
Oh, and the thing is, what makes it even creepier, Boyle, is that we know he is actually a sexual offender.
Hold on, that's libel.
Yeah, only if it's untrue, mate. You've got to prove it's not true. You've got to prove it's not true. Prove it's not true.
I can.
Prove it's not true.
I'm not on it. Look at the register, I'm not on it.
No, I didn't say you were on the register. Prove you are not a sexual offender.
I've never had sex.
That's weird. Right.
Yep.
Gatford, away you go. You've got to guess where Boyle is.
Right, okay. Is there anybody within 20 metres of where you are?
No.
Okay, so it's quite a wide area then. Are you on the same floor as Iain?
No.
She says no.
So she's gone up or down
Oh,
stairs.
flipping heck, Gatford. I'm getting the full... this is what it's like to be the numbskulls in your brain.
Both of them. All right, okay. Are you in a studio?
I think that was a no.
No?
That was a no.
That was a no, not in a studio. Are you in the TalkSport offices?
No.
Are you in reception?
No.
Bye, Gatford, you loser. Matt! Oh, hang on. Matt!
Good evening.
Good evening, Matt. You're live on Radio Hide and Seek. Where the hell is Catherine? Oh, by the way, you've got to say it first.
I think she's hiding behind a loose panel in the wall of a takeaway 3 doors down.
Flippin' heck! He's good!
Not this.
Really? Because I just saw someone crawling into the takeaway 3 doors down. Who looked very much like you.
Unfortunately, it is not. It is not, Matt.
Okay, I lose. A couple of things I wanted to raise that are off topic, if
Kath,
I may.
Yeah, of course you can. Kath, do you mind just continuing hiding while I have a little chitty chat with Matt?
Okay.
Chitty chat with Matty Matt? Yes, Matt.
Get a kebab while you're in there, Kath.
Don't be so vulgar. Yes.
Okay. Yes. So, first of all, I wanted to talk about blood donations.
Yes.
I donated blood today for the first time ever.
All right, you show off.
Well, no, not at all. I had an appointment with a doctor for various nefarious reasons.
Yes.
Which included a blood test about just under 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And one of the things that came back was that my blood type is AO negative, which I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yes.
Which apparently is quite rare, and so they suggested, they urged me to donate blood because they need quite a lot of that. So I just wanted to say, can you maybe tell your listeners that
giving blood is a very good thing and it doesn't hurt, and you get a biscuit.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's fun, and you get to be smug for the rest of the day. I give blood.
Yeah, it's good. And also, you know, with the current situation and things being as they are, you know,
let's just say they need
supplies.
a little bit of blood, don't they?
Yeah, so it might be a good idea. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, you mentioned, I think yesterday or maybe the day before, about possibly getting Bob Mortimer on as a guest.
Yes, we should do.
Yeah, which is a very good idea. Can I make a couple of other suggestions?
Yes.
For guests? Neil Hannon, Divine Comedy.
He's been on.
Has he?
Yeah, he's been on. He's been on. We'll put it out again. It was a couple of months ago. We'll put it out again as a podcast.
Yeah, please, because I'd love to hear him. And John Shuttleworth.
Lots of people say John Shuttleworth, and I will look into it. Yes.
Because I think he's amazingly funny, and I don't know whether he does podcasts or not. He seems to be quite reclusive, but you never know.
No, I've interviewed him before, Matt. We'll get on that on the double. Phil.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Have you phoned up to guess where Katherine is?
Well, yeah, I'm no good at this game, but I'll give it a go.
You've got to say the opening line.
I'm coming to get you.
Oh, God.
Flipping. That's the most if I did that at home with my kids, when I found them, they'd be in floods of tears.
Would they?
All right, go on then.
Right, she's in the building.
Have we established that she's in the building?
Is she on the stairwell?
Please hang up. Please hang up.
Phil, are you still there?
Yeah.
Right, that's Kath. Get Kath. No, you stay there. Don't hang up. That's Kath. There is a chance. This is quite a rough part of London. So if she has gone, I mean, I don't know if we've established that she's definitely in the building. If she has gone out, who knows what's happened to her? Who knows what's happened to her? We are unable to...
I wonder if she's in the lift and she's lost her signal.
Oh, you know what? That's not bad, because you don't get a signal in a lift. It's like a Faraday cage for phones.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get her back.
I thought of a tune for your
go on, Phil.
Your show.
Beautiful.
Can you remember Beverly Hills Cops, Eddie Murphy?
Axel F. Down, 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 down. Now, when I was a kid, Axel F. was the coolest bit of music in the world. It came out when I was about 10 or 11. It was the cool Harold Faltermeyer, Axel F. It was the coolest bit of music in the world. I wonder if Axel F. sounds as cool in 2017 as it did in 1984.
Oh, it'll be timeless. It'll be timeless.
Do you think? Shall we have a listen?
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go. This is Harold Faltermeyer and Axel F., which apparently will be timeless. Let's just see how timeless it is. Here we go. I got the year right, 1984. It's quite dated.
Yeah.
It's quite dated. Yeah. We've got Boyle back.
Beautiful Day by U2.
Not a chance, mate. What are you trying to do? Lose me the 7 listeners I've got already?
Everyone Wants to Rule the World.
Stop saying rubbish songs.
Okay.
Katherine, are you back?
Yes.
Right. Did we get through to you about Are You in the Lift?
I'm not in the lift.
She's whispering, Phil, and that's, if you know Katherine as well as I do, that's unusual for her to be making so little noise.
Right. I don't know if we've had, is she in the toilet?
No.
No, she's whispering.
Got one more go, Phil.
She's hiding near the security man.
No, not a clue.
Thanks very much for calling, Phil. Let's go to Gareth. Good evening, Gareth.
All right, so you know you, mate.
Sorry?
How are you?
I'm very well, Gareth. How the devil are you?
I'm marvellous, thank you. I thought I would phone up and play after you did me a massive favour the other week.
What did I do the other week?
We talked at length.
Oh, yeah, we talked at length. How you doing, man? You all right?
I'm fantastic, but what I've done, I've remembered the old TV show Wanted, presented by Richard Littlejohn and Ray Cokes.
Oh.
So I've got Google Maps on.
Yeah.
So...
Have you found Catherine on Google Maps?
Well, you're on Hatfield Street.
Yes.
She's whispering.
Yeah. This guy is good, Catherine! This guy is good!
So I can see the London Television Centre, something called Bradham Brasserie,
Yeah.
Doggett's Coach and Badge, the Hotel Ibis, and the King's Arms.
Yes.
So is she in a library somewhere because she's whispering?
Catherine?
No, do you want a clue?
Yes, a clue. Give us a clue.
Right, listen.
Sorry, I couldn't hear any of that.
No, we couldn't hear anything, Catherine.
Right, listen more carefully, because it's a good clue.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
I just think she's being obtuse, Gareth. I apologise for my producer's awful phone and radio manner. We can barely hear you, Boyle, you muppet. Are you in Virgin?
Catherine, come on.
Are you in Virgin Radio?
Are you in TalkSport 2 playing pre-recorded sports games?
No.
Are you inside or outside?
Inside.
Are you inside the Talk Radio building?
Yes.
Are you in the showers downstairs? Hey, lads.
We were.
Yes, I am.
Hey! Hey! Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't get the computer to work. Hang on. There we go. Thank you, Gareth. Catherine, put your clothes on, dry yourself off. We'll see you in a little bit. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Matt, Jeff and Andre. Andre, for crying out loud.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Literally 90 minutes of radio playing hide and seek. Friday we'll be playing hide and seek, where we hide CDs by classical composers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jeff, good evening, Jeff.
Oh, good evening, Ian. How are you?
I'm very hot and sweaty and a little bit smelly today, Jeff, but apart from that, I'm fine.
That's nice. I was going to guess about the where she was hiding, but you found her.
Would you ever have guessed that she was in the shower? Did you even know there were showers in this building?
I didn't know there were showers in the building.
No, you go. You see.
No, it's like a Aladdin's cave of places to clean yourself, isn't it?
It really, really is. It really, really is. And I'm glad that you respect that, Jeff. When was the last time you sound like a gentleman of age. When was the last time you played hide and seek?
Probably last Thursday, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. My son was trying to find me. He reckoned that or something, but no, I hadn't. I was just, hiding.
Yeah.
No. I didn't want to talk.
No, sometimes it's nice, isn't it, just to disappear for a bit, switch the phone off.
Yeah.
Switch the phone off, sit back, relax, close your eyes. Not fall asleep, just close your eyes and let the world get on with what it has to get on with.
Yeah, or just lay on the floor and, so your son can look through the window and see your shoe. That kind of thing.
Is that how we found out that you were in?
Yep.
You could have pretended to be dead.
I did.
Oh, then what happened?
He broke the door down.
Yeah.
50 quid that cost to get that repaired.
Flipping it, that's a cheap door.
Backfired, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's only the lock.
These things happen.
They do to me every bloody week.
Really?
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, man alive. You need a holiday, Jeff.
I do need a holiday, I do.
Where would you like to go for holiday?
Well, I live in Skegness.
Yep. Beautiful part of the world.
It's a lovely part of the world. When it's not on fire. But I don't know. I guess I'd like to go abroad.
Ever been abroad before, Jeff?
I have been abroad, yes.
Where did you go?
I went to Corfu.
And what did you think of it?
It was hot.
Thanks for calling, Jeff.
Not a problem.
Andre, this is your last call of the evening. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, jeez. Yes, this is your last call of the evening.
Hello?
For goodness sakes.
Hello?
Yes!
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you know... Can you hear me?
Yes, I still can't hear you.
Yeah, you know Curvaceous Cass, yeah?
Yeah, she posted a picture of herself topless.
Yeah, I know, like, you know, this show it's been alright tonight.
Thanks, mate, I really appreciate that you say it's been alright.
I've really suffocated myself, choked on a gallon of water.
Yep.
And then, I've nearly killed myself on this show tonight.
Well, please don't do that. We don't want we need as many listeners as we can get, so please, listeners, don't kill yourselves.
Yeah, I know. Right, I'll just give me regards to Curvaceous Cass, yeah, and she's dry and everything. I knew she was there anyway.
How did you know?
I could hear the water.
Thank you very much. That wasn't water. 0344. I think I think 90 minutes of hide and seek is plenty, isn't it? I think we've exhausted that one. That was fun. Why have we never done that before? That's an obvious one. That is an obvious one. 12 years doing this stupid job, 13 years. And I still hadn't thought of that. 0344991000 is the phone number. We can put that to one side now. You can give us a call about absolutely anything you want. If you want to talk about the election, you've got 26 minutes. And then we can't, because it's the way it goes, isn't it? On the day of the election, you're not allowed to talk about the election. But, I mean, what is there to say, really? I mean, I don't know what there is to say. You'll phone up and say you're voting for this, and then someone will phone up and say they're voting for that, and I'm not allowed to give an opinion, and it doesn't really get us anywhere. Not on air tomorrow night. Julia Hartley Breweries, and she's also on at 10 till 1 in the morning as well, which is absolutely fine. I mean, that's fine. I lose a day's pay. It doesn't matter. I lose a day's pay. That's fine. I don't show up. I don't get paid. She gets 2 days' pay. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that. But trust me, I'm going to be asleep by 8:30 tomorrow night. Oh, I am going to be fast asleep. And then I will wake up and find out what you lot voted for. Won't that be fun? 03444991,000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We're still looking for a new theme tune. You've all suggested 80s theme tunes, and they're all a lot limper than you remember them to be. Someone suggested the Quantum Leap theme, which is a really nice bit of music, but it's very soft and very gentle. Hill Street Blues, we discovered, was very soft and very gentle. Axel F was no. Axel F was very limp, even limper than I was expecting it to be. These things, when they're innovative at the time, very rarely stand the test of time. But I'm sick and tired of listening to The Littlest Hobo, and I think we do the decent thing, and we realise that The Littlest Hobo is limping along with one of its kidneys all shriveled up, and it's going blind in one eye, and I think we take it to the vets, and we put it to sleep. Put it to sleep. I think we pay a man to inject it with a deadly poison and kill it. That's what we should say. Well, kids, I'm afraid Velvet's not very well, so I'm going to take her to the vet. Will they be able to make her better? No, I don't. She's too old. She's too old, guys. Will they put her to sleep? No. What he'll do is he'll hold her down and fill a syringe with a very toxic, deadly poison. And then while I stroke her and look her in the eye and lie to her, he'll stick the needle just below her neck and kill her. That's probably the best. Probably best we do that, guys. Oh, God, I'm making jokes about my cat dying. I keep waiting to get the phone call saying, Ian, the cat's not made it. What do you want to do? I am tempted, because I've had Velvet for years now. I am tempted to get her. I've had her since 2001, I think. I'm tempted to get her stuffed. About 2 years ago, I almost literally bumped into my ex-girlfriend, with whom I bought Velvet. And when we split up, I kept Velvet, because Velvet was closest to me. And it was literally, they say literally, she saw me in Birmingham and she sent me an email and said, did I just see you in Birmingham? I said, yeah. So we met up, for a meal, and it was a little bit awkward to start with, and then it was delightful. It was really, really lovely, actually, and we had a really good time. And we'd split up maybe 10 years ago. And in a lull in the conversation, as there would be, so we talked about what we were doing and where we were and kids and all of this kind of stuff. There was a bit of a lull in the conversation. And I went, I had to take Velvet to the vets the other day. She went, what? I said, I had to take Velvet to the vets the other day. She was a bit poorly, but she went, Velvet's still alive. She could not believe that 10 years later, this ragbag of a moggy she's still alive. I said, oh boy, she ain't going nowhere. That cat is going to last longer than me. 0344 499 1000. Matt, stay there. Come to you after this.
Late Night Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Yes, Matt.
Airwolf, Ian. Airwolf.
How did the theme tune for Airwolf go?
Like that.
I do remember that.
You're on air, yes. And you are somewhat like a wolf in that you eat meat now,
yes.
and occasionally howl at the moon.
Yes.
So Airwolf. What the hell was that?
This is the Airwolf game on the ZX Spectrum. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that. No, I wasn't allowed a ZX Spectrum.
Oh, mate, nor was I, but this is a classic game. Classic!
An Airwolf game on the Commodore 64 that was disappointing.
Let's see if we can find the Airwolf Commodore 64.
Or maybe it was the Amiga, I don't know.
Here we go.
Yeah, see, that doesn't do it justice. It's like RoboCop on the BBC Micro.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Actually, RoboCop's not a good option, but Airwolf is your theme.
I like Airwolf on the C64.
Well, but the theme is a little mild, don't you think? You should go to the original theme. Matt? Which more reflects your edgy nature.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate the suggestion. Let's go to Gareth. Good evening, Gareth.
Hi there. Suggestions about television themes.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be a television theme for we're looking for a theme for the show. It doesn't have to be a television theme.
For you, but you said BBC Micro. I used to play a fantastic version of Geordie Racer on the BBC Micro.
Geordie Racer?
Yeah, on the BBC Micro. Do you remember the Look and Read series, Geordie Racer?
What was Geordie Racer? I don't even know what Geordie Racer is.
But do you remember Look and Read, Boy from Space, that kind of thing? When you were in school,
I vaguely remember the boy from Space. He was dressed in silver.
Well, Geordie Racer had Kevin Watley in it. But, well, never mind.
I love it. I wish more people would just bail out of conversations when they read it's going nowhere. Never mind.
My idea was basically in 1989.
Yes.
There was a children's television program made in Germany called Patrick Packard, and the song was made by Lady Lily, and it was about the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah.
And it turned on CBBC in 1993, and the plotline made no bloody sense to an 8-year-old Gareth.
Right.
Whatsoever. But the theme tune of it, if you can find it by Lady Lily, it's called Patrick Packard, C-A-R-D. I think it would be the best theme you could have. Try it out.
I know. Well, okay, listen, mate, I'm going to play it now, and if it's rubbish, I'm going to cut you off, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. There's 0344 499 1000, by the way, if you want to take part in the show this evening. Here we go. That is terrible, Gareth. Goodbye.
Awesome.
Goodbye. What the hell was that? That was awful. I've never heard such a bad piece of music. And I listen to bad music. That was an absolute stinker. Guys, not here tomorrow. Here on Friday. We've got two brilliant guests on Friday. We've got Will Storr. He's been on before. He talked about his book, The Heretics. And he talks about perception and things like that. He's got a new book out called Selfie, which is I thoroughly recommend. It's a little bit chunkier, shall we say, than The Heretics, and it takes a little bit longer to get into, but it's worth getting into. A bit windy, Pops. Don't take that as any criticism of the book at all. But it's well worth getting into. But it is quite heavy though. But it's fascinating. He's on. Is he coming in at 10? He's coming in at 10. And then at midnight, we've got Anne Moses, who was the editor in the 60s of Tiger Beat, which was one of the biggest teen magazines in America. And she got to hang out with the Monkees, with the Who, with Dave Clark 5, I think the Beatles a bit, the Beach Boys, all of those people. And she's written this book. I'll tweet the link. I really recommend it. Anne Moses, Tiger Beat. Google it on Amazon. You'll find it. And she's written this book about her time working at this magazine. And she's really, really honest. You know, quite often people... I read another book, and I can't remember who it's by or what the title is, and I wouldn't say it anyway, because it's a bit unfair. But it was kind of a British equivalent. And I remember the title, actually. I read it because someone said, oh, she'd be a good guest. And I read it, and I was really not particularly excited by it, because it just felt like, and then I met this person, and then I met this person, and this person wasn't very nice, but then I met this person. The Anne Moses book, she don't care. Or she hung out with Elvis a lot. She was at the recording of the Elvis 68 comeback special. She was there for that. And then there's a song he sings. You know when people are, if you know the special, there's a bit where he's in that kind of square, like a boxing ring, and people are sat around. And it might be Can't Help Falling in Love, I'm not sure. He's singing that, and her face gets superimposed over Elvis. Imagine. And her book, it's one of those books, if I'm honest, I read it in a day. I couldn't, first of all, because I couldn't put it down, and B, it's one of those books you can read really quickly and really easily. And it was superb. She was going out with Maurice Gibb from the Bee Gees. What an absolute SH1T. She uses an even stronger word. Although she's not got back to me. I wonder if it's because I wrote that swear word in the email. Uh-oh. I should write to her. Anyway, she's coming on hopefully at midnight, and it really is just absolutely super. In fact, Catherine, you've been CC'd into the emails with Anne, haven't you? Have you not? I have, yeah. Can you email her now just to check that she's okay for Friday? So we'll get her on. But I mean, absolutely brilliant. And guys, there are 2 chapters in the book about the Monkees. I've set myself a very strong rule. I will only ever ask my guests one question about the Monkees. That's it. The rest of it we'll be talking about Elvis and Maurice Gibb from the Bee Gees. I'm absolutely sure. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Ian. I'm hiding.
Where are you hiding?
I'm on Talk Radio. No one will find me here.
Hey, get out of here, you cheeky git! For goodness sakes. He makes a good point, though. He makes an excellent point. He should hide in the advertising department. That will go down even better. And then next week, we're in New York. We're in New York City. It is, it's happening. We fly out there Sunday, and we start interviews pretty much as soon as we get there, really. Your homework for New York is you need to listen to a couple of podcasts. You need to listen to the Bowery Boys, who are these 2 blokes who each week they talk about an historical bit of New York, but they make it really interesting. They'll talk about a murder or actually the ones I've listened to have been all about murders, but that says more about me than it does necessarily about them. So the Bowery Boys, Maeve in America, M-A-E-V-E, Maeve in America. She's Irish and she does this amazing show out there. And also Keith and the Girl. And you can, if you tweet any of these people, let them know that you found them through this show, because it kind of makes us look better. And, you know, they're all going to come on my show. I'm going to go on Keith and the Girl as a guest, and I think that'll be out next week. You'll be able to hear that. And I'm terrified because they're very loud, they're very American, they are very, very sweary, and they're really sharp. They are really, really sharp. And I you know, we'll see how it goes. So you need to listen to those. We're going to be doing the show every night between 10 and 1. It'll be between 5 and 8 New York time. Some bits of it will be pre-recorded. You will be able to phone in for probably at least an hour every day. But we are going to cram the show with voices, with noise, with stories. And here's the thing as well. We're also going to be streaming bits on Periscope as we do them. For example, 9 o'clock Monday morning, which will be 2 o'clock Monday afternoon for you, we're going to be interviewing Maeve Higgins, and we'll stream it on Periscope. So you can watch that and then see how it kind of fits into the show a bit later on. We're going to go and see Stephen Page play a concert on Thursday night. So we'll kind of Periscope. No, we won't Periscope the whole show, but we might Periscope a song or something just so you get to see that we're there. So follow me on Periscope. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of this stuff, at Iain Lee, IAINLEE, same for Twitter as it is for Periscope. Follow me on there, and you'll get a notification every time we go live and start streaming stuff. We're going to be doing it throughout the day, throughout the week. And on Thursday, at about 5 p.m. your time, 5:15 your time, we're going to be recording an episode of The Rabbit Hole. And we will be streaming that on Periscope. And God, please phone in. Please phone in. Otherwise, we're going to embarrass ourselves. We've got, I think, 8 people coming to watch us now. 8. Well, I say New Yorkers. I think some of them are expats and some of them, you know, used to listen to me a lifetime. I can't believe you're coming to New York. And I am looking forward to meeting every single one of those people. But, man, phone in. Otherwise, we're literally sat in a tiny room with 8 people watching us and nothing happening whatsoever. So spread the word. It's going to be, the shows are going to be completely different from how it is normally. I hope you'll enjoy it. Some of you won't enjoy it because, you know, I know what it's like when my favourite radio show gets changed or my favourite TV show gets changed. And I think, well, why have they done that? I liked it the way it was. It's only for 5 shows, guys. It's only going to be 5 shows. So, hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully you'll enjoy hearing me and Kath do something very, very different, from what we do now. And if you don't like it, it's 5 days. And we'll be back the week after and then we'll be back to normal, talking absolute guff on the radio and taking your phone calls as you were. So, that's the plan for next week. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. No, I don't think there is. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give me a call this evening, you're more than welcome to. Maybe you've all gone to bed early because you're excited. Or you want to get up nice and early to go and vote for the old, the elections, what is taking place. Mine's not in a school hall, which I find very disappointing, because I like going into school halls, but mine isn't in a school hall. It's in an allotment hall, which is just like a really nondescript kind of place, you know. So it's always a little bit of an anticlimax when I go there. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We used to have a fella, was it Chris or Pete or Steve? Or Nick? Nigel? We used to have a fella or Paul, that would phone up and talk about pumas. He was a puma spotter. What was his name? Luke, that was it, Luke. All right, Ian, I've seen the puma. And he doesn't call in anymore. I wonder if he's been eaten by a puma. He might be Puma Poo. You don't know. But there's been quite a few stories in the papers recently about pumas. And here's one. Fears of big cat stalking beauty spot. Huge paw prints are found. What's been another? There's more. Another killer big cat is feared to be prowling a beauty spot where giant paw prints were found. Catherine Bantz, classic Bantz, stumbled across 2 massive claw marks during a stroll, I'm suspicious, across parkland. Dog walker Catherine said, "What? It was like something from The Hound of the Baskervilles." Bet she's never read it. Is there any fictional detective duller than Sherlock Holmes? Man alive, he's dull. Just boring. Just like, he's just smug git. No, even Marple's more interesting than Holmes. He's just really dull. I know the answer. Shove the answer in your pipe up your ass. There's a film, Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, their second film, and no one talks about it, is, I think, The Hound of the Baskervilles, with Peter Cook as Sherlock Holmes and Dudley Moore as Watson. And there's good reason they don't talk about it. It's awful. I mean, it is absolute. Bedazzled is a masterpiece. Their Sherlock Holmes is terrible. But the first 20 minutes of it is hilarious. Hilarious. The two bits that won't sound funny, but Cook as Sherlock Holmes is playing the violin, and then the record gets stuck, and he's just miming to a record. And then him and Watson have an argument. So Watson says, I'll go off and solve the thing by myself. And he goes to this guest house, and as he goes, the woman opening the door says, I should warn you, it's a little bit damp in there. And they open the door, and the water comes up to his knees. So it's water. And he goes, right, he's doing a Welsh accent, because, right then, if you could show me to my clues. He says, what? If you could show me to my clues. I haven't got any clues, mate. What are you talking? And those two gags are delicious. The rest of it is an absolute stinker. Such a shame. Peter Cook only ever made one good film. He did another film, The Rise and Rise of Michael Rimmer, written by John Cleese and Graham Chapman. And David Frost, I think. And it's awful. I mean, unwatchable. But Bedazzled, there's a masterpiece. Anyway, only last week, the Daily Star revealed there could be up to 150 deadly panthers, puma, lynx and wildcat are roaming Britain. Katherine and her partner Bruce found the paw prints on Aylesbeere Common in Devon. And she was so shocked, she took a picture of the claw-like imprints and sent it to Sister Vicky. Vicky said, they seem very big, even bigger than the print of a big cat. It was about the size of your hand. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. Because they've got a picture of it, and it's a little bit bigger than the dog's paw that is next to it. There's a dog's paw next to it. Katherine added, hey, your sister's called Vicky, and you're called Katherine. Katherine added, oh, I tell you another film that's funny for the first 20 minutes, then awful after that. Ishtar. Have you seen Ishtar with Dustin Hoffman and Warren Beatty? One of the most famous flops of all time, right? Famous flop, lost millions. And so, of course, I had to watch it. And the first 20 minutes of Ishtar is absolutely laugh out loud hilarious. I mean, it's really funny. And then it gets quite plodding. But the first 20 minutes of Ishtar, very funny. 0344 499 1000 films that are funny for the first 20 minutes, then seem to lose their way. Katherine added, if there is something out there, it's better for people to know about it. Last week, we revealed how terrified Emma Adam, 29, came face to face with a black panther, an actual cat, not the movement, in Leicestershire. And Catherine Davis, 46, told how she saw two beasts hunting near her flat in Swansea. Two beasts. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's not playing for some reason. My computer is playing silly buggers. Hang on a second. Open it up. Here we go.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine. I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
Oh, 3444991,000. Last 56 minutes of the show. We are not here tomorrow. Back on Friday at 10. So come and get it while it's hot. Good evening, Jimmy.
Good evening, Ian. How's it going, mate?
Here's how it's going, mate. I'm really tired. I'm really, really tired. And I'm sleeping a lot, but it's a chemical sleep because I'm taking these pills and they're knocking me out, and I'm not feeling refreshed, and I'm exhausted, and I want to take my head off and put it in a box. That's how I'm feeling, Jimmy.
Did they say you get used to them after a while?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm enjoying the fact they're knocking me out. I'd rather be asleep than awake at the moment.
Yeah, I like a good knockout pill, but I was on some at one point where they was I wanted to sleep all the time.
Yeah.
And that's just not good.
No, that's not good. I mean, I fell asleep last night late, about 3:30, because I was arguing with people on Twitter, and then I woke up today about 12. But I'm happier when I'm asleep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I enjoy mostly the feeling just before sleep.
Yes.
Just before, and if it's chemical induced as well, pharmaceutically only, of course, then it's even better.
Yeah.
It's even better.
I know what you mean.
If you get to a point where I was at, where it was the kind of, they gave me some tablets and I would fall asleep for 12 hours, get up, and be up for a couple of hours, then be dozing off again, and that was literally the story of my life.
Yeah, and that's not a way to live, even if it blocks out the unbearable lightness of being.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Anyway, fun times, Jimmy.
Fun times. I wanted to suggest a theme song, if I may.
James, you may, sir.
I suggest a song. You might not like it, you might not know it. It's called Chicken Rhythm. Have you heard it?
The name rings a bell.
Slim, I think it's Gilead or Galliard. G-A-I-L-L-I-A-R-D.
Okay. It rings a bell. Hang on a minute. Here we go. This rings a bell. Hang on. Oh, I like this. That's terrifying.
Chicken rhythm.
I don't think it can be the theme tune, but it's got potential to be used now and then. This guy's brilliant. There's another one. Hang on, let's have a listen to. I've never heard of this fella.
My dad used to play it to us when we were
I've never heard. There's another one. Hang on, here. From 1952. This is. Here we go.
Potato chips, how my mouth just drips. Potato chips, how my mouth just drips. Crunch, crunch, I don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips.
So, Jimmy, you have pointed us in the direction of a previously unheralded musical genius. This guy's incredible.
Crunch, crunch, I don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips. No matter where it is, you'll always find a bag around.
He's right.
Be in a bar, a picnic, even a baseball ground.
Oh, he's right!
Potato chips, how my mouth.
This guy's incredible. How does he know so much? Well, yeah, he's saying potato chips and we mean crisps, but he's...
Crunch, crunch, I don't want no lunch. All I want is potato chips. Bang, bang, bang.
Jimmy, this guy is incredible. It immediately goes on to Amazon and orders Slim Gaillard's greatest hits. This is outrageously good.
It's amazing stuff.
So did your dad play loads of his stuff, or just that one song?
No, just the Chicken Rhythm, because he used to I think he used to think the chickens were saying something else.
But yeah, he used to find it hilarious. I think when we was kids, we used to love it, man. I think it's upstairs on vinyl.
Oh, mate, that's actual treasure. Have you got kids,
I've
Jimmy?
got to frame that in memory of my old man, his chicken rhythm.
Have you got kids, Jimmy?
I have, yeah. I've got twin boys, yeah.
How old are they?
12.
Mate, have you got a record player?
Yeah.
Mate, get tomorrow. Get it out. Get on. Get the chicken song on and have a little boogie around with the boys.
Yeah,
They'll love it.
I'm about to move out, so I've got to go through his record collection. I've already done his book collection.
Oh. How long ago did your dad die?
He died. I had an unfortunate year. I lost my mum, my dad, and my brother.
Oh, flipping heck, Jim.
Year.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. That's
cruddy year.
Yeah, that is. How's this year been? And I'm assuming this year's been on the upswing a bit.
Yeah, I got a good missus. She keeps me up, keeps me going. The kids always keep me strong, so it's all good, man. You know what I mean?
Mate, well, honestly, you will create the 30 years' time, 40 years' time, they'll be phoning up like a space radio phoning show set in space going, find this song, Chicken Rhythm. My dad used to play it, and his dad used to play it to him, and it made us laugh a lot as 12-year-olds.
They love it. They always ask me to call you because I listen to the shows and they're in the car, they have their headphones on, they take it off, and then they started asking me, can we listen to Ian Lee? Can we call him? I was like, well, I don't know how that works, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because I used to show I used to call you when you was on Absolute.
Yeah.
And do...
they would have been babies then.
Yeah, but that's when I used to do... I used to call you up and do the film reviews.
Oh, flipping it, mate. I remember you. Yes, well done.
Yeah.
Well, get your boys to call up one day. Here's the thing, right? We're not really meant to take calls under 16 unless we've got permission from the parents. It's a rule that I tend to flout, but the suits get a bit funny about it. But if they've got your permission, your boys will be welcome anytime.
Oh, that's all good, man. That's all good. They're going to love that.
Brilliant. Well, I look forward to speaking to them soon, man.
Wicked.
Take care, Jimmy. Take care, fella.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Slim Gaillard. Gaillard. And there's a picture of him at the end as a very old man. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? We found a new music. We found a new music, guys, today of all days. Isn't it fun? Speaking of new music, it's Pat.
Hi, wasn't Jimmy lovely?
Wasn't he lovely, Pat? A lesson to all of us.
Yeah, he's he's my favourite caller. Just for being nice.
Here's what we're going to do on Friday. This is Friday's show. Maybe okay, and we can do it for the rest of the show as a little warm up. Callers phone up, and they have to pick. This is what we're going to do. This is brilliant. Callers phone up, and they have to pick their favourite caller to be their twin.
Yeah.
So do you want Jimmy as your twin?
Yeah, because Jimmy's normal.
Sorry?
Because Jimmy's normal and nice, and I'm an absolute weirdo.
Well, okay, so Pat, this is, if you want to phone up, 03444991000, and you want to nominate...
I can't on Friday because I'm watching Darren Day.
Okay, doing what?
He's in concert.
Okay, concert?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, you're now twinned with Jimmy.
Yay, Jimmy!
But here's the thing, guys, if you don't want to be twinned with, like, a boring caller, like Gatford or something, you have to phone up and nominate someone you want to be twinned with, but then also nominate people. You're allowed 3 people you don't want to be twinned with because you don't like them. So some people might not want to be twinned with you, Pat.
Oh,
because you're a deviant. So
yeah.
I think the man mayonnaise scared a lot of people off.
I think everything scared a lot of people off, Ian.
It would explain it, wouldn't it? Mm.
So, Ian, I've got something. Well, 2 things. I've had a good day and a bad day.
Yes.
So today I got blocked by Barry Manilow on Twitter.
Oh no!
I said to him that it was a compliment. I said to him that I was conceived during Mandy. And but I said my parents have then frog marched out of the concert, and I just got blocked. I thought Barry would have a sense of humour.
That is, here's the thing. I'm on Virgin on Sunday, on the Sunday Takeover show, whatever it is. I don't know. It's 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and I picked a Barry Manilow song.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You sure you want a Barry Manilow song?" I said, Yeah. I picked Barry Manilow and Jay-Z, not together. That would be too weird. But I've got a Barry Manilow song followed by Jay-Z.
Oh, I love Barry Manilow.
I love Barry Manilow. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah. But here's the good news.
Yes?
So, you know, I was on hospital... Well, you probably don't remember, but I was on hospital radio until I got the boot a few years ago.
Yes?
And I got in contact with Radio Red Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I said that I'm Pat. I'm on the radio, and could I have a show? And they said, well, send us in a form, fill it out. And I thought, I was wondering whether you would help me put a demo together.
When you say help you?
Yeah, like I could come, like, use your studio. You know, I'll pay you, I'll put about 20 quid from Pip.
I mean, from Pip. Technically, we're not legally allowed to kind of rent out studios like that. So, and also, I don't really want to get involved as you're a weirdo. So I'm going to have to say no, Pat.
But that's okay. I just thought I'd ask. I'll think of something. I'm going to be away for a week, so I'll try and call you when you're in New York. Mum and I are off to visit all the locations that they film Lovejoy in.
Oh, well, have a wonderful... You know,
can I phone you in New York on at the Rabbit Hole?
Yes, you can, and you can phone us during the radio show as well.
Oh, will it cost me a lot of money to ring New York?
Yes, it will. It will. Yes.
Ian?
Yes?
I love you.
Oh, for God's sakes, go away, man. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The last of the show, not here tomorrow night, but back on Friday. Let's go to Rob. Good evening, Rob.
Hi, Ian. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, Rob. What you got for us?
I've got a theme tune. Harry J and the All-Stars, the Liquidator.
What?
Harry J and the All-Stars, the Liquidator.
And the All-Stars, Can you sing it for me?
That's an instrumental.
Yeah, well, you can sing instrumentals.
Just, what's his name? Look it up.
I can't find it. You sing it to me.
Have you ever been to a Chelsea football match? They've had Chelsea.
I've only ever been to one football match in my life. It was Luton versus Millwall. I'm never going to a football match ever again.
Yeah, I don't blame you watching that cake.
Here we go. Because you could sing instrumentals. Here's one.
You'll know the song if you play it.
Sing it to me. I can't find it. I'm trying to find it. I'm typing away and I can't find it. Sing it to me.
Harry J and the All-Stars.
Yes, I'd sing it.
Go to that banger racing at Wimbledon. They always
I don't go to banger racing. I don't go to.
You'll know it.
Diddle.
Yeah, it's good.
Sing it to me.
I just
Don't swear. Don't swear.
No, I'm not going to swear.
No swearing.
If you put in Google Harry J and the All-Stars, it comes
Sing it to me.
I can't. I'm not going to do it justice singing it.
All right, let me find it. Why are you so reluctant to sing an instrumental? I don't know why you wanted to.
I can't sing. I can't sing. Okay. I'm not the best.
Here we go. Oh, it's very slow.
No, give it a second. Give it 1 second.
It won't speed up. This is the tempo. Oh! It's not what you were singing at all. That's from something more famous than football or speed racing. All racing is speed.
Yeah, it's been around for a long while, yeah. From the 50s, I think.
Too slow.
What about Steve Harley and Come Up and See Me, Make Me Smile then?
Not a chance. Why would that be the theme tune to the show? Thank you, Rob. He was very reluctant to sing that song. That song annoys me. You know what I mean? It annoys me. It's just, it feels like a waste of notes. That's great, isn't it? That's great. If I ever get to write a music review, I'm going to say, didn't like that record. It's a waste of notes. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call. I've only got 2 more stories in the newspapers and then it's over. Oh, now Big Brother, right? We watched Big Brother the other night. Apparently it's the lowest one they've ever had. They always say that. And they'll be happy with 1.3. I think they'll be happy with that. They're up against the big Coronation Street, and it's how it picks up as the series goes. But what's happened to Ryland's voice? Because I know Ryland. I've not seen him for a while. We text each other very infrequently. But I worked with him for a couple of years. And he's always... it's very like this, all right, Ian? All right, my love? But, and the other day, he's like, hello, welcome to Big Brother. Has he had, like, an injection or something? Because he was talking like this. I'm Ryland, and this is Big Brother. And I couldn't quite work out what had happened to his voice. It was the strangest thing. I don't think I watched Big Brother. I saw the idiots go in. There were boobs and muscles aplenty, but really, I don't know. I'm not convinced by it. Here's something we all knew, guys, didn't we? 0344 499 1000. Facebook friends are just a myth. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. Only 3 true mates. Facebook users have up to 200 friends online, but just 3 of them are real pals. Oh, yeah. I know. And you know that, don't you? You don't need a newspaper story to tell you that the people on Facebook aren't really your real friends, and... Brits value face-to-face friendship more, according to a survey. And 95% of us still think of our real-life chums as more important. Now, I don't agree with this. This is uncomfortable. With 7 out of 10 opting for catching up in person as their preferred means of communication. That I strongly disagree with. I don't like catching up with people, full stop, certainly not in person. Good evening, Johnny.
Ian Lee, when will you lay me an egg for my tea? Tea. Are we still doing the hip, hip, hip?
What was that?
That's a bad voice.
It was a bad voice. But fair play, at least you had a go. Unlike Rob, who wouldn't play the game.
Rob wouldn't play the game.
You're playing the game, though.
I'm playing the game.
Have you played a drinking game this evening?
How did you guess that?
I don't know how I guessed that. It was just a wild idea in my head.
I don't know, officer. Not guilty.
Not guilty, officer.
Can I come to New York with you next week?
No.
Why not?
No. We've had about 10 listeners saying, genuinely, I've got to use up my holiday before the end of June. Can I come to New York with you? No. Because that would be weird.
The other day, someone actually wanted to come to New York with you. I was joking when I said that.
It'd be weird, man. Honestly, we've had a few people who said, well, I'll come and, no. Because then it means I've got to hang out with them. I don't want to hang out with listeners for a week. And then it means I've got to be on for the whole time. No.
But, a listener actually said, can I, come and hang out with your family? That wasn't Alan Caddick, was it?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't let any of you lot near any of my family.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what would be a brilliant idea.
Yes, Johnny.
Would be like Caddick. Nigel from Maidstone.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's that other weirdo?
Got to narrow it down a little bit more there, John.
I've forgotten his name now. But anyway, there'd be a big circle of your listeners.
Yes.
And your family could all hang out in New York. Top idea.
Now I'm confused as to who's hanging out where. Listen, when we get to New York, guys, it's going to be really busy. We're going to be full on. Here's the thing, Johnny. We've booked in too much stuff. So it's literally, we got, and I've got the same view of New York as I think Americans have of London, that everything is 5 minutes away from everything else. And it's obviously, it's a huge place, and we're going to have to, travel miles all the time.
Have you been there before?
I've been there a few times. I love it.
Really?
Yes, I always got that one. That was a yellow card, though, John.
Sorry. But yeah, look, your hire car, yeah? Lock the doors.
Well, I'm not going to get a hire car in New York.
What are you going to do? Walk around then?
Yeah, walk around, get cabs, and also we got free subway tokens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we're not going to the 80s. We're not going to go and star in a remake of Warriors. New York is a decent place now.
Yeah. It sounds like the posh end of Bronx.
even the Bronx is all posh now. We're going to Brooklyn. We're going to see a show on Wednesday night in Brooklyn.
Oh, now how long are you going there for anyway?
We're going to go there for 6 months.
What?
Yeah, 6 months.
What time you come back to Talk Radio, you'll have the tin tack, won't you?
I'll have a what? A tin tack?
Sack. The tin tack.
The tin tack. Well, but here's the thing: if they sack me before the end of March, then they have to pay me. So either way, I win.
Yeah, win-win situation.
Here's the thing, Johnny. If I was in New York and a big radio executive smoking a big cigar came up to me and said, "Boy, I want you to work on WBMFU," I'd be there. I would totally be there. Sorry, guys, but I would sell you lot down the river, and I would take this shtick to New York and make my fortune.
Really? I'm leaving Windsor. I'm going to New York.
I left from Windsor to New York. It was murder. I wouldn't commit a murder. Just saying that. I'm not going to commit any murders.
All right, yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do murders, guys.
It's not healthy.
John, I feel this conversation has run its course.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Go and have a lie down. 0344 499 1000. I don't know what that was about either. 95%, oh no, just 11% see social media as their number one way of staying in touch with mates. I don't believe these stats. 8% group chats. I want to read you something that someone posted on I don't use Facebook in the way that most people use Facebook. Okay? I have a Facebook account, so it means I can run my record label page, the 7A record, and I can run my Iain Lee, for want of a better word, fan page, right? And I have about 7 friends on here, and they're people that I that are in America that are useful with the monkeys, and sometimes it's easier to. Anyway. One of these people, I will not say who, posted, I've got to try and find it, something. Here we go. Heads up! A friend sent this via Messenger. Always better to be safe than sorry. Then it goes into the message that a friend sent. Got this from my cousin. So already, doing. Be careful. There's a WhatsApp group called Inter-Schools. If invited, don't join the group. It belongs to ISIS. If you join the group, you will not be able to exit from it. Be vigilant. Please inform others. My dear, send it to your relatives and children on WhatsApp so that they will also be careful. Don't join a group called Inter-Schools. It belongs to ISIS. But then the only thing they do is that you can't leave it. I'm tempted to join it. Of course, it don't exist. I didn't want to tell my friend, it's an older lady, and I didn't want to say, I think that's rubbish. 0344 499 1000. I'm not on tomorrow, so if you want to phone me up, now's the best time. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
8% prefer text messages and 3% a phone call. I prefer text. And then if someone phones me up after I've sent them a text, I very rarely answer. Well, I very rarely answer my phone, mainly because I never hear it ringing. My phone doesn't ring. Number of times I've looked down at my phone and it said, you missed this. Over half claim to have met someone they chatted to on social media first, while 44% said they made a new best friend online. The poll by... also found 23% said it takes... Oh, God. 23... There's so many numbers here. It does none. I mean, literally none of this means anything. But let's read it as though it's actual scientific research, shall we, guys? The poll by... also found 23% said it takes 10 to 25 likes for posts to make us feel valued. Make us feel valued. I'm dreading my kids discovering Facebook and Twitter. They don't even know what those words mean. Facebook and Twitter. They don't know. One day they will know. And one day they will be on there. And one day they will be open to all the abuse and torment that all of us are open to. I don't want my babies on there. For God's sakes. Awful places. And then at the end, there's a statement from someone saying something that doesn't really mean anything, and we don't care anyway. So that's that. 0344 499 1000. Catherine, come and join me, please, because I'm tired. I have run out of material. The only other story I've got, guys, is a pony story about Britt Ekland being kicked off of an aeroplane. And I mean, the kids these days don't even know who Britt Ekland is. Wasn't she married to Peter Sellers?
Yes.
Peter Sellers loved his drugs, was into poppers.
Oh, really?
Amyl nitrate to enhance his sexual pleasure. But I believe he had a heart attack whilst sniffing them. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Although I was listening to this Michael Nesmith audiobook is incredible. It's really, really good. He is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I suspect as well he is, and it's easy to say this, I suspect he's on some form of spectrum, because there's loads of points where he doesn't get other people's social clues and doesn't understand why people are laughing at something. Then he said, and then I realised it was a joke and I started laughing. And there's loads of instances like that, and you just think, oh, that's weird. But he talks about taking LSD. LSD is the only drug I've taken where actually, it was fun and we laughed, and I think it was quite creative. I'm not saying take drugs, don't take drugs, kids, but and he says the same thing. He says that coke is a negative drug, and that he's seen people take heroin and that's a negative drug, but LSD, and then he points to at least 2 Nobel Prize winners who claim that their scientific discoveries were made whilst high on LSD. One of them being the discovery, I'm going to say something I don't understand, of the double helix. And another one, some computer discovery that was, and they made them while they're on LSD. And the thing, it's a very strange drug. It's a very strange drug. I don't take chemicals, guys. Don't mess around with these things as if you're going to listen to me. But it does do very strange things to you. Anyway, we're going off on a psychedelic tangent, which is completely inappropriate for this conversation, of course. 0344 499 1000. No one's going to call in. Quiet on the phones tonight.
It wasn't. You had 13 in the first hour.
Second hour?
6.
Quiet. And third hour? 3. 4. Quiet. It's quiet by our standards.
Halfway through, yeah, but it goes.
Julia Hartley-Brewer would murder for those. I'm not saying she would commit murder.
Well,
but she blocked me on Twitter, so I don't get to see her nonsense that she tweets. She's doing 2 shows tomorrow. I'm not doing any. I mean, you don't come in, you don't get paid. That's simple as that. But I've got literally nothing. For the last it's got 21 minutes or so. I've got nothing. So I'm kind of wondering how we fill this 21 minutes of my contractual obligation. Because if this were like a normal job, like an office job, you could kind of go, I'm feeling a bit under the weather and a bit tired. Do you mind if I nick off early now? And then on Friday, if I do an extra half an hour, would that be all right? And most places would say, yeah.
Or you mooch around the kitchen making a really long cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, in some places that's not appropriate. Well, in shops, if it's a bit quiet in the shop, it's a bit quiet. Do you mind if I nick off now? And then you can go early on Friday and I'll cover you for, there's...
You can't nick off early.
No, I know I can't. So I need to come up with something to fill the last... We've got 20 minutes before the ads and whatever. So I need to come up with something to fill this last 20 minutes. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't got anything. I feel absolutely spent. So I don't quite know what to do. I mean, the hide and seek was fun, but that's done, and we've moved on from that. There's this story about Britt Ekland, which really is, I mean, it's dull as. I mean, all of the stories are still banging on about the terrorists or telling you who to vote for, and there's saying one thing or another. But there's no other stories in there. There's no other stories in there at all. So I've got nothing.
Do you want to talk about? Well, you had a near-death experience today.
I nearly ran over someone who was on a moped coming straight towards me and wasn't looking where I was. Hang on a second. Yes, line one.
I'm hiding in the cupboard.
Thanks very much for calling. I nearly crashed my car into someone on a moped who wasn't looking. I beeped him. He looked up. He looked terrified. He came and apologised.
Yeah. I had to dob someone in on the motorway. Because he was getting on the motorway on a push bike.
That's genius.
It's nuts. He had a great big, I don't know whether it was a bedding roll or what. He had like a basket on the front of his bike.
There's a basket riding it. Basket case.
And, he had like this sort of, I think it was like a sleeping bag or something, big red sort of sausage on his front of his bike.
What do they call that thing you lie on? I couldn't remember this the other day when we were talking about it.
A bedding roll.
Yeah, but it's got a name. It's got a name for it. It's not a bivouac. So I've said that and got that out of the system. It's got a name, and I cannot for the life of me think what it is. I don't know. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000. Good evening, Mark.
Oh, hello, Ian. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you all right, yes.
Yeah, how's it going? Okay.
Oh, I'm tired, man. Really tired.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, do you really you don't want to know?
I want to mother you now. You're making me bring out all my maternal stuff.
Can I suckle on you?
I beg your pardon.
No. You don't want to know. There's just stuff going on, and it's mentally exhausting, and I can't recover from it. It seems.
Go on, tell me.
No. It's just.
How about I was reading about Freud last night. He was doing a lot of Charlie, wasn't he? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Freud was a huge fan of cocaine, and if people were feeling blue, he would prescribe them cocaine.
Yeah, I downloaded one of his books last night and was getting in the whole thing, and then it starts banging on about the coke deeds, and I thought, hang on a minute.
Yeah, he really thought that cocaine was a cure-all, was a silver bullet.
But they used to chuck cocaine in everything, didn't they, back then?
Well,
Coca-Cola had cocaine in it.
Coca-Cola had it in there, but
dentists used to use it.
Yeah, but dentists would use it to numb the pain. I mean, yes, I mean that's one of the things.
Doctors used to give it out.
Yeah, but no, I think he thought that it would be used for psychological issues when it only creates them. You know, you know how he used to get to sleep when he was a child, Mark?
No, go on.
Oh God.
His nanny used to rub his dick.
Whoa.
There we go. There we go. And he had a crush on his mum. Will Storr's book, he talks about it. When Will comes in on Friday, we'll talk to him and.
So we now know the whole Edible thing. He was off his nut on Charlie. Do you love your mother? Are you joking me?
Shut up! Let me talk. I'm Ziggy. Shut up! I'm talking. But I mean, he was convinced that everything came down to the Oedipal complex. He was obsessed with it, and he thought that everything resorted to was men falling in love with their mothers.
Yeah, mother lovers.
Yeah, mother lovers, exactly.
How about my new escapism?
Yeah.
Is now I've got one of these tablets and I'm on BT Basic. That's for people on benefits. I got broadband for £5 a month.
Flipping it, because you ain't got a job.
What?
That's brilliant. It pays to be lazy.
Yeah, it pays. Oi.
I'm teasing, but still.
Yeah, go on estate agents and put in London postcodes and then look at the houses. I'm looking at one in SW1, overlooks the House of Commons. It's £36 million.
I'll take two of them.
Right, and the one thing I've noticed that all these houses in Holland Park and Mayfair and Belgravia, none of them have got gardens. This one's got 36 million quid and it's got a roof terrace. I'm thinking, These people are mugs. They're paying all this money for a house and there's no bloody garden.
Yeah, but most of those apartments and those houses and stuff, our garden in London, get real. Most of those people, though, they're Arabs or Russians, and they don't live there. They're just it's bought as, or Chinese, and it's just bought as an investment.
I just wanted to make a political point. Are we not allowed to make political points, are we?
No.
Well, how about this? And it's not a political point.
Well, hang on.
Isn't it funny that man that attacked those three guys in the pub, the Millwall guy, who said, I'm Millwall.
Yeah.
It turns out in the paper today that the picture of him in the Sun, he's all bandaged up, that he's homeless. And all I ever hear in the media in this country is that we hate extremism, we're moderate, we're liberal, and yet if you say economically, there's a house for 36 million quid, and yet that guy's homeless, you go, it's not a democracy, it's not a modern
hang on a
country.
minute. The two things aren't necessarily connected.
Well, look, I'm getting Freudian. I've had a bit of Charlie.
You need to stop thinking about your mum.
I want Nanny to rub me dick.
Oh, God.
Thank you very much indeed, Mark. Thank you. I can't cut him off quick enough. Let's go to Nelson. Hey, Nelson. Oh, man! Every single time. Get that number. Unbelievable. 0344 499 1000. Can I have an out time, please, Edmundo? Thank you very much indeed. Wishing away the end of the show.
I've heard from Anne Moses.
Yeah?
We're sorted.
Is she all right?
For
I worried
Friday.
I'd offended her.
No. I think reading it again, it said that I was going to be in touch to finalise things.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
she was waiting for
Anne
that.
Moses, right? She's written this brilliant book. She's a Tiger Beat editor, and she's going to be a laugh. I know Will's going to be. Will will be a laugh, but when Will blow our minds at 10, then at midnight, Anne Moses, I just know she's going to be brilliant because the book. She doesn't hold. She hates Lulu. She hates Lulu.
I've heard a couple of people saying that Lulu's a little bit of a nightmare.
There's right. So she was going out. Anne was going out with Maurice Gibb,
right?
Who later married Lulu, right? And so she goes over to Britain for the first time, and Maurice is romancing her and all of this. And they're staying at Maurice's nan's house, terraced house.
Romantic.
And then they go out to a nightclub, and Lulu comes and joins them, and Lulu's grand, having fun. And Maurice says, "Excuse me, I'm just going to the toilet." And go, "Okay, Maurice, back in a second." As soon as he goes, Lulu leans over and goes, "When you go back to America, I'm going to be effing him."
Whoa!
Yay! And Maurice comes back. Hey, Maurice, yay, oh, so she hates Lulu. But it's brilliant because she says it. She says, anyway, in the book, she uses the C word twice. Again, it's such a good book. Honestly, I really recommend it. Maurice is talking. He says that he thinks it's bad that Paul McCartney is cheating on Jane Asher, which he famously did. And he goes, "I think he's a bit of a C." And Anne says, "Well, what's a C? I don't know." And he points and says, "It's and so in the email to Anne, I replied, I wrote, "Love the book. Looking forward to having you on Friday. By the way, great use of the C word." And I wrote the C word. And I sent it off. And then I thought, oh, God, what have I done? What if she's read that and gone, oh, how dare he write, the full thing there? And I do this sometimes. It's kind of my downfall. Yes, line one, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Ian.
Yes.
I just wanted to thank you for absolutely wonderful broadcasting. It's absolutely fantastic, and no matter what mood you're in, it always makes you smile. So I want to say thank you very much indeed.
That's very kind of you to say. I don't feel that I've been delivering the goods today, but I appreciate your kind words.
Well, I thought, I was just about to get into bed, and I heard you, you'd gone slightly quiet, but I thought it was my duty, because I've listened to you for years, and I thought it was, I thought it was an MUST, an absolute must.
An MUST. Well, thank you for that. Well, we've never spoken before, have we?
We haven't, no.
Oh, well, are you a little bit tipsy tonight?
I am a little bit, yes.
I like this. What is it? It's Wednesday. Why is everyone tipsy on a Wednesday? Is Wednesday the new Thursday, which was the new Friday?
I also wondered about why I haven't heard Barry for a while.
He died.
I thought he was. Come on.
Yeah, no, Barry from Watford died.
Oh, that's very sad.
Well, it's no great loss.
Kind of had it coming, didn't he?
Yeah.
But anyway, I would say go forth. I absolutely love what you do. Please keep it coming. And,
thank you, mate.
Maximum respect. Carrying out to Ian Lee.
Thank you very much indeed. No. Everyone is tipsy on a Wednesday. What is going on? We're either very, very popular with alcoholics, or something's happening. I mean, the only people that get the day off today are some school children and some teachers. There's no other group, is there?
Well, in your case, allotment holders.
Yeah, and me. But why is everyone tipsy on a Wednesday? Isn't that funny? How queer.
Little midweek livener.
Oh, what? Limmy was talking Limmy, the comedian on Twitter, was talking very openly today or yesterday, Wednesday, it's Thursday now. Wednesday was talking about how it was his 13th anniversary of being sober, of stopping the booze, and it was the most fascinating timeline because people were asking. I'm always a little bit cagey about talking about exactly when and why I stopped drinking and taking drugs. I think most of you filled in the blanks, but I'm always a bit cagey. But he was being very open, and someone said, "Why'd you stop?" And he said, "Because I was stood at the edge of the River Clyde, and I was going to jump in and kill myself."
God.
And he just and he meant it. He meant it. He was going to jump in and kill himself, and he thought, "I'm going to try and stop drinking and see if that has an effect." And I tell you what, he wrote one the other day. He said, "I'm coming up to 13 years sober, but alcohol always was and always will be the biggest love of my life." And I get that. I get it being... I mean, there were other things that were biggest love of my life. It was never really the booze. But I get that. God, I'd love a beer. I'd love to go home and have a beer. There's not enough beer in the world, though. That's the problem. There's not enough beer in the world. So it would be a fool's errand. Lovely cold beer. And then people say, well, why don't you have alcohol-free beers?
Because it's the taste of beer.
Well, I can't. When I was out with Conan ages ago, and he bought me this. I was round, and he said, "I've bought these drinks. They're non-alcoholic, but try." And I had a sip. And I said, "This is nice, but I can't drink it because it feels and tastes like bitter. It had a head on it, and it was heavy. And I said, it tastes like bitter, and I can't do it because I'm drinking it, and I'm thinking, I want booze. I want to have booze." Booze was never really my thing. Booze was just if there was nothing else around. And if I was too wired to sleep, then I'd drink a bottle of wine just to knock myself out. But those were the days, guys. Those were the days. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. There's 6 minutes. No one's going to call in for the last 6 minutes. So I suggest we just gently unwind. It's a busy day for some of you. I was going to be interviewing Roger McGough today. I had a tight schedule. I'm meeting. Thank you to everybody. I put out a plea about 2 or 3 weeks ago saying that Talk Radio doesn't do any advertising, and if you've got a podcast or a show or a blog or something, I'd like to come on it, please. And I've had so many people. I've done 4 or 5. I did Aggie Foxes. I did Strange Times with Davian. I did the one with Liam Penny.
These people.
Yeah. We did the one with Nails today that was on his Facebook page. I did guitar. I can't remember what it's called, Mark. Guitar Geeks, Guitar Nerds. But that'll be up at the weekend, so I'll tweet that. And then I'm meeting some guy tomorrow in London for an interview. And I had the day. You got the day worked out nicely. I was going to meet this guy at 12. And talk to him for an hour. Then I had an hour for lunch. Then I was going to meet Roger McGough at 2. Yeah. Talk to him for an hour. Then should be able to get home to pick up the kids from school at 4:30. But then Roger McGough has had to move it later, and it was, can you meet him at 3:15? And I had to say I can't do it because I've got to get back and pick up the kids, and because it's my birthday on Friday and I'm not working tomorrow night. It'll be kind of nice. Maybe I'll take the kids out for a meal tomorrow, or they can take me out for a meal. So Roger McGough is postponed. Billy Bragg is happening, is he?
Yeah, Billy Bragg. His PA sent me an email back pretty much straight away saying, love to do it, bit busy for this week, can we get in touch next week? And that's when we're in New York. Yes. I said, well, listen, we're away next week, can I get in touch with you the week after and we'll sort something out?
That'd be great.
It's looking good.
I'm a bit nervous about meeting Billy Bragg. Again, but mainly because I don't know a lot about him, and also he's a very sharp pin.
I think I've spoken to him and he's nice.
Oh, I bet he's lovely. What about Bucks Fizz? What's happening with Bucks Fizz?
That all went dead quiet, didn't it? They offered to do it if we could go along to meet them after this morning.
I didn't want... Yeah, and I'm happy to go and meet them, but that was you just fart?
No, it's my elbow on the table.
All right. Who was it who used to... Reggie Perrin, wasn't it, when you get in the leather seats? I didn't get where I am today, but... Well, let's pursue them again when we get back, because I'd like to go and... Well, it's not Bucks Fizz, because Bucks Fizz... Here's the complicated thing, right? Bucks Fizz has only got one original member of Bucks Fizz in. The group formerly of Bucks Fizz has got 3 original members of Bucks Fizz in, but they're not allowed to call themselves Bucks Fizz, because the Bucks Fizz that's got one original member in owns the name Bucks Fizz. It's the weirdest thing. There's a brilliant documentary online that Dredge put me onto, Trouble at the Top, where it's the one member of Bucks Fizz invites the Muppet from Dollar in, David Van Day, to join him in as Bucks Fizz, right?
Did he used to be in it?
No.
So what's the Barney between him and Cheryl Baker?
Well, because he did then use... This whole thing is like early 2000s. He invites David Van Day to join his Bucks Fizz, but then it doesn't work out, so he kind of boots him out. But then David Van Day sues him, and he's touring as Bucks Fizz. And he wasn't even in Bucks Fizz. He was in Bucks Fizz for 2 years in the early 2000s. So he's touring as Bucks Fizz. One member of Bucks Fizz is touring as Bucks Fizz. So they're suing each other over the name Bucks Fizz. And he wasn't even really in Bucks Fizz. He was in Dollar. But it's such a good documentary. I mean, it's so well done. It's absolutely nuts, guys. It's nuts. But here's the thing with bands. A company... It's like the Beach Boys now, right? Mike Love tours as the Beach Boys because he licensed the name. There is a company owns the name Beach Boys, and he licensed the name the Beach Boys, so he can call himself the Beach Boys. But if that license, if he fell out of license, somebody else could get it. The Monkees, they don't own the name; it's owned by Columbia Pictures, so they have to pay to use the name the Monkees.
What was the deal with Dennis LeCorrier? He said he can use Dr. Hook.
He owns the name Dr. Hook, I think. Dennis, if you're listening, I think I've got this right. I've got a minute now to explain this very quickly. He owns the name Dr. Hook, and he licensed it to another former member of Dr. Hook, so that guy could tour as Dr. Hook, and Dennis could tour as Dennis LeCorrier, the voice of Dr. Hook. You can put it in the second line. But then he stopped licensing it to the other guy, so he now... It's a really interesting, fascinating, complicated business, and we're out of time, dear listener. Thank you very much indeed. It's been one of them shows, guys. I'm not on tonight. I shall be fast asleep by 8:30. Trust me, my beauties. But Julia Hartley-Brewer will be on for all of your news about... Make sure you listen. Have a fun day, guys. I'm going to be in and out of London, and I'm going to be picking up the kids from school, and I'll probably be going out for a day early birthday meal. Until Friday at 10, ta-ta.
The radio station that knows how to throw a political party!
Yes, I've got a bit of a headache too.
Results, analysis and updates from the campaigning all the way to the final count.
It's gonna be a good one.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Election 2017 on Talk Radio.
Join the conversation party.